Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. I forgot to make sure we're on the right mic. How did we do that? Hi, everyone. I see some of you have already joined the chat. That makes me very happy.
That's correct.
Okay, we're on the
Okay.
right microphone.
That sounds good.
Yay!
Yes. Yay!
How is everyone this evening?
Yes.
I feel like the camera is very far away, which is totally my fault.
Oh,
But
you did this. You did
I
this.
know it's all on me.
Yeah. But whatever. Actually, it looks fab, and focus is great.
If we do say so.
Yeah, if I say so myself. But I him just for the yacht club.
Commodore.
Just for the yacht club. I might as well.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. Much appreciated. I always forget that kind of stuff. I know that when Peter and Phil actually tune in, they're like, remember, there's like 30 of you here, and there's like one like. Yes.
Peter likes the captain's hat.
Absolutely. You should see the captain's wafers.
They
do exist.
My blouse has boat flags.
Yes.
And
yeah,
it even says
cool.
what they mean under them. So we'll have to read my boobs.
Read my boobs.
Read my boobs.
No new taxes. Dragon anchor.
Oh, thank you, Pepper Tree. Appreciate that.
What does it say? I'm reading your boob. Pilot required?
Pilot required. I know. That's like a...
Oh, question mark. Yeah, did you need pilot?
Thank you, Peter. Oh. Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
Peter, I have an insouciant red wine.
And hi, let's celebrate. Can we sit at the captain's table?
Well,
yes.
I hope so.
Yes.
You are invited.
All of you who are on time can sit at the captain's table.
I'm dressed like this. I might as well put on a little bit of the old Thurston Howell.
Yes.
Here's a question for you. What happened to Thurston Howell II?
Well, I assume that was Thurston Howell's daddy.
Oh, okay. So he died and left the whole estate to Thurston, and was like, I can live like the king that I am.
Exactly.
So, that's the thing. Wouldn't we all enjoy?
Yes. So I've got there's one that says like coming about to starboard. I did see that one.
Oh, I see
what
that
is this
over
one?
here.
Yeah.
Although this is at the seams, I can't tell what it's.
Tuning to starboard, it says.
The yellow and blue, it says keep clear. Isn't that the Ukraine flag? Oh, man. Let's see. I'm underway. It looks like a French flag, as a matter of fact. And then there's yes, which is, again, with
they're all signal flags.
White, and blue. So you just got to know what the colors mean. And the patterns.
Peter, I agree.
No, seriously. I was walking back to Penn Station today saying, wow, what a drag of a day. But I was smart enough to remember layers this morning because it was really clammy.
I forgot to ask you, now that the trains are running again, how'd that go?
Oh, yeah. Oh, how'd that go? Like my journée?
Yeah, because they were on strike.
They were on strike. As of last Friday, this was the big threat, and NJT, New Jersey Transit, kept on telling everybody, pay attention to the announcements. Hello. She's familiar with this uniform. Pay attention to the announcements. Be very careful because we might be on strike Friday. Guess what? Friday they were on strike, and then a hell of a lot of people were caught off guard. You saw that article in the New York Times where it's like, what? It's like, read your announcements.
Cardboardo. Paul might have a little cardboardo here.
It definitely came.
I only don't because I finished mine.
It definitely came from cardboard. I found the nearest cardboard box and I squoze it very heavily. And these were the dregs. As a matter of fact, I'm down to dregs. Take it away, it offends.
Yeah, sticking with that. I like it, Errol. It's funny. Yeah, Monday, the trains were on strike, so I had to drive to Westchester to take the train. But it's such a pretty ride that I'm like, I kind of wish this was my normal commute. Because the train just goes like all the way down the Hudson. So you just have like, until you get to about Yonkers, the view is gorgeous. It's just river and boats and ships and yeah, it's lovely. And then you get to Yonkers and then Harlem and then it's the city. And then it's a tunnel. But anyway, yeah. Hi, Mike. Good to see you. Ooh, Peter's enjoying a little Bordeaux himself. There's a theme. Bordeaux. Peter's probably isn't card Bordeaux, but I'm still available for it. So, opening day. So, yacht clubs throughout the country have opening day, and it's their official opening of the yachting season. And I was looking this up, and they are all different days. The ones in California and the West Coast tend to happen in April. And New York Yacht Club, it was sometime in May, early May. So I decided it was going to be Mai Tai opening day. So I'm going to start off with a Mai Tai.
Sounds good.
Oh, you're making Errol want to buy a Bordeaux. Not a card Bordeaux, Errol? Anyway, um, so without further ado, wait, this is, oh, okay, this is 1 ounce. Okay, so I'm sticking fairly closely to the classic Mai Tai recipe. I will be beginning by filling my double old-fashioned glass. And I feel like this is, I told Paul I wanted a nautical one. He went out and grabbed them. So this is from Anthony's Fish Grottos, which was a chain. I don't know if it's still there. Does anyone know if Anthony's is still a thing? We used to have one in Newburgh, and that closed. So I don't know if that's a thing.
Anyone Newburgh?
Oh, did I enjoy any libations at Grand Central? Peter, I was in and out. I got into the city. I got into the city at like 10 a.m. and I was out of the city by 12:30. So yeah, no, not that time. Although there is Campbell Bar at Grand Central, which is good times. For those of you who are not familiar with Campbell Bar, it used to be called Campbell Apartment, and it was this. Do you remember the guy's name? It was this like
Campbell?
industrialist. Yeah, yes,
He
Campbell.
was
But I mean, like,
I think he was the major investor at the time in the New York Central.
yeah, he was an industrialist, and he had an apartment at Grand Central.
And if, in case you're suddenly putting two and two together, Grand Central Station was the home base of New York Central Railroad.
Yes.
There you go. It took me years to
Yeah.
figure that part out. And so, of course, big industrialist Fat Cat decides, I want to have a private place over here. This is in the 20s, so he had his private speakeasy. And that's where he would get sloshed with his buddies. And I think it was probably sort of a fairly unused space for a long time until somebody finally takes a look at it and says, you know what would this would be great for? This would be great for like a little corner bar just off the main drag.
It's so much fun. It's really nice.
Really?
It's small, so I would recommend going at an off hour.
It's very adorned. It has a lot of Italianate,
Yeah, Campbell. Yeah.
sort of like
You think?
15th century Italianate decor. It's not
Mai
actually
Tai.
from the Italianate. But, yeah.
On Mai Tai. Yes. Okay. So I started with, I'm going to do an ounce of amber rum and an ounce of dark rum. And for my amber, I'm using the Real McCoy 5-year.
There you go. That's as good a Mai Tai rum as I think you're going to get. And
then for
there
my
are
dark,
many
I'm
others
using Karuba.
that work just as well. But that's an excellent choice.
So
I
1 ounce of each.
also recommend the El Dorado 5-year as a Mai Tai rum. It's actually, I think it's nice enough to drink on its own, but it's not exactly a sipper, whereas the El Dorado 12 is. So,
Yes.
that's a kicker.
Anyway. Okay.
Anyway.
So an ounce of each of those. And then I'm going to do an ounce of orange liqueur. I'm using Gran Gala, which we think is quite nice for the price. And that rhymes.
It does.
You're welcome, Gran Gala. You can use my
A
slogan.
little free advertising.
It's inexpensive, but it actually punches above its weight.
Well, first of
So
all,
a half ounce.
it's a brandy-based liqueur, much like,
Yes.
say, another Grand that you might have heard of in orange liqueurs. I think it's really trying to imitate Marnier,
Yes.
and it does it very well
I will take
for about half the price.
the orgeat, please.
Coming your way.
A half ounce of orgeat. We make our own.
It's very easy to make. I mean, you can spend a lot of time grinding up almonds, or you can just take really good quality, natural sourced extract, like I do.
Nobody got
it was
time
fine.
for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I mean,
Hey.
and the fact is, if you want your orgeat to appear a little more, opalescent like orgeat may, then get yourself some almond milk and throw in a shot.
And then
There you go.
calls for the juice of a lime. The limes I got were a little small. I'm going to, usually I would do like
Half, 3/4.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 3/4.
I think that you actually like a little more lime in there.
Yes, I do.
That's why I squeezed a lot of
And I know
lime.
people who use a full ounce, or like they'll use a full huge. That's
A
sticky.
big
Big
arse
old,
lime.
yeah, a big old lime.
Which has a
So,
tendency to make the drink very tart, and I think you really want to get that sweet sour balance on
okay,
this one.
going to
So there's
stir
not a lot in
it.
there. If you listen to what's in there, it sounds
And
like you start out with a sidecar, and then you had orgeat. Yeah, there you go.
garnish with fresh mint. Happily, ours is growing now, so
The
yay.
mint on the side of the house that we actually planted at the
Yay.
front of the house and migrated to the side of the house. I just planted some
Hi,
in.
Amy.
Hey, Willa has joined us. Like, I just planted
Hey.
some mint in our big rectangular planter outside that will give us mint right outside the door, so I can just reach out, snip a little, and go. And that always goes crazy, because we choose
Mint. And a spent lime shell.
Ah, yes, the used remains of the lime go in there. But which is decor, but it's also a very good use of something you're about to throw away. Now, our remains of limes always end up.
Yummy.
Where do they end up?
In the compost.
In the compost. I mean, you know what they do?
That is darn good.
They make dirt, and that dirt goes to make more mint.
More mint. That is darn good.
Oh, damn. No, I want one.
I have a feeling that's going to disappear way more quickly than it probably should.
Well, I feel I should do the Mai Tai variations. That sounds like a Frank Zappa tune.
Oh, Amy has so much mint. I love it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
If you've got mint in a huge planter outside, which I suspect you might, at this point it's going nuts. Ours is sprouting up like crazy gangbusters bananas on the side of the house. And it's already
bananas.
It's already at the point where some of it's getting that black must that it gets, and you have to rip it out. And guess what? You do that once, it comes right back. Mint is extraordinarily weedy.
This doesn't have any black must on it.
No, I actually chose good leaves for you. Did you use all the mint?
Oh, did you want some?
Well, I was going to make a Mai Tai.
Oh.
I'll borrow some of your mint.
Oh, okay, here.
It's okay.
No,
I'll
just here.
leave it until.
I'm going to put it back in the water.
I should have sipped more. It hasn't quite gotten that weedy yet, but
You're welcome.
Get there. Anyway.
It still looks like a forest in my drink.
It sure does. So here we have another nautical glass. I was like, what do we have for nautical glasses besides Anthony's, which has like a big swordfish on it? And I realized we have a glass from High Tide Records. I'm like, oh, hello.
I didn't see. Okay, here, you know what?
Bang. Spank.
I spanked it.
You spanked the mint.
It smells good on your hands when you spank it.
You know, I've noticed like a lot of bartenders out there spank the mint, and I'm like, I've been to Trader Vic's several times. I've never seen them spank the mint because the mint isn't there for like this huge minty flavor. It's there like, so it's a bit of aroma in your face.
Shock the monkey, spank the mint.
Which leads to the next question. I'm not going to go there. Anyway.
We are on fire tonight. It's only 8:15. Look out.
The kicker is with this stuff, and this is important with the Mai Tai, as with some other drinks, I think, is that you need to pack the glass with a lot of ice. Vicks uses the crushed ice or the pebble ice. If you got a pebble ice maker, good for you.
Peter asked if we're growing any peppers. Yes, Peter. So far, we're growing habaneros and jalapenos. I just planted, I didn't even tell Paul, I just planted a basil today.
I saw it. I said, did you get that the other day? No, we got it today.
I got it today.
Hey. And we have so much compost, and we have so much potting soil and pots. We're ready to go. I should just grab all the seeds, throw them out there, see what happens.
Oh, and Indian mint.
Banana mint,
we had chocolate mint one year. I'm gonna next time we need to go to the farm store because it's hard to find unless you go to like a nursery. But
yeah, I mean your local.
But when we go to the farm store, I want to get more fun kinds of. Have we had pineapple?
Possibly, we might have had that.
I know we had chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
By the way, check out the screen.
Oh yeah, I have Love Boat on.
And of course, what's
the
playing?
Love Boat Angels.
The Angels.
Yes.
Pineapple mint. I think we had that once. It was really
yeah.
Never had strawberry. Never had Indian mint. Ginger mint. I'm very interested in.
Yes.
Hello. Well, it's like the variations on basil, which have different flavors kicking around, and it's like, oh, this is the Thai basil. It's different. Unlike the Thai chilies, those tiny little.
We have two kinds of oregano going. Greek and Italian.
Hello.
We
We want the
have
Greeks and
what
the
else?
Italians.
I planted them all. What did I plant? Oh,
Oh, I
tomato,
plant anyway.
grape tomatoes,
Yeah, the grape tomatoes usually do very well
sage.
back there. The sage is great because the leaves are very lamb's
Oh, we
ears.
had a rosemary that survived from last year. That was the only one that survived from
Barely
last year.
survived.
Yeah.
I didn't take in the lavender, so it kind of died on the.
Oh
on the
yeah,
plant.
Peter, we've had Scotch bonnets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're fun to grow.
Possibly hard to find a plant from the nursery, but I know
Amy,
where to
I'm
get
gonna
the
look for
peppers.
pineapple mint.
Oh, hello.
It's
Yep.
pretty. Oh.
Yeah. Well, we have to go.
Hi, Eric. Good to
Yep.
see
Eric.
you.
Well, you know, we go to the supermarket actually has the plants right now, and it probably has one kind of mint. And if you go to the big box stores, they probably have two kinds of mint. And then you go to the nurseries, and it's like, oh, we got a lot of mint. It's like the peppers.
That's the thing. We have to get to the nursery.
I can get jalapenos over at the super, but you go to the nurseries, and it's like, oh, you've got the habaneros, you've got the scorpion peppers, all the super
We
hots.
should go tomorrow because it's going to be raining and disgusting, and it's a weekday. Because that place gets crazy on the weekend.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah, so
Deal.
let's do it tomorrow.
I'll take that that
Oh,
measuring.
pineapple sage,
Take
nice.
that measuring. Oh, pineapple sage. Wow. Who knew that pineapple was so incestuous with all these
I didn't
plants?
realize you were going to do a Mai Tai as well.
Well, you said Mai Tai.
Because you sent me recipes for 2 cocktails. I'm
Well,
like,
I
oh
don't know what
boy,
I don't know what
this
I'm
is
gonna
going to
make.
be quite a broadcast.
Yeah, but then you made the Mai Tai, and I was envious.
You got jealous.
Jealous? Yeah, probably was. Anyway, same combo. I'm going with the Real McCoy 5. This is a great way to start. Reasonable price for a bottle. I would say 2 other great rums to use for Mai Tais would be Eldorado 5. Usually
Yeah.
available for about 20 to 22 in your supermarket. And Tanduay. Tanduay, of course. The Tanduay Amber. I don't even think they throw a year on that, and it's like super nice and smooth,
No
and it's all
peppers.
aged. And it's not even like their high-end rum. And it's like, wow, this is ready to go. So anyway.
We had so many peppers going last year. We're going to do more. I didn't want to buy too many plants at one time.
Shishito.
Yeah, because you have to.
Much.
Then when you come home, you got to plant them. So
Yeah, plant 'em.
it's like, so I'll get more tomorrow. Yeah, it's that. There's hardly anywhere to park at the. I love this place. It's so fun, the farm store, but
I'll take the orange.
there's hardly anywhere to park, and so going there on the weekend is like.
Yeah,
Craziness.
bit tough. You can actually get yourself across the street, but then you have to get across the road.
Yeah, and then you're crossing like this kind of like highway.
Highway to the danger zone.
Yes.
So let's see here. I'm going to do the
It
interesting.
is the danger zone when cars are going by
cars
really
are coming
fast.
past you pretty fast. Anyway, so I'm most of the way there. Could you actually retrieve for me? Did I put orange bitters there?
I put orange bitters there.
I like to punch the flavor of
He
Gala.
wants to add all these extra things to his Mai Tais.
Well, you like to make the standard model
do,
so that
because
people know what
it's
is.
perfection.
It's perfection already.
But it's already perfection.
I'm just punching the flavor a little, and I'll note something. But I'm going to actually finish this drink first, and we're going to go with
The lines of my
lime-
blouse are
lime and the coconut.
getting.
This is,
Weird.
I think, a perfect 3/4, and I think I will follow you and do that because a little more lime is good. I think an ounce is a bit too
Good.
much, and if you have if you have like a softball sized lime, it's like that's a lot of tart. So
So Mai Tai opening day.
my opening day sounds good to me. I'm going to do one other
Hi,
variation here.
Oscar. Good
Hey,
to
Oscar.
see you.
Ask.
Oh, nice. Oh, Oscar moved to Facebook. Okay, great. I love it. Thank you for the love, Oscar. Appreciate that. Yes. Yes, Oscar left a like on YouTube. If you would also like to leave us a like, I'm shamelessly pursuing likes tonight.
So the major variation I'm throwing in here, you get a Mai Tai anywhere in the world,
Oh no,
and
he's doing it.
yeah, you get Mai Tai anywhere in the world, and they have a lot of places that aren't really that kind of bar are going to throw whatever the hell they can at it, and it's like, I don't know what it is. It might be a pretty good rum punch, but it's not really Mai Tai flavors. Really, what are you talking about? You made sort of a rum sidecar, and you added orgeat, another flavor, and then you throw in the decor and all that, and you get this sort of thing. It's like you know, Vic managed to come up with like an interesting variation on that. And he was also using a 17-year-old rum. So it was like a really nice, flavorful thing. Very important to use an amber rum at least in one of these things. Thank you, please.
At least I didn't have to cross the tracks like Glendora did.
Yeah, well, you know, we do what we have to do around here
So
to get the cod Bordeaux.
So it's getting up. Oh, hi, Daniel. Good to see you.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Whoa. Holy guacamole. Right. Check that stuff out.
All right. So I got to up my mint game.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, minty. So the kicker is, if you get a Mai Tai in New England, very specifically, most of the joints around there, and we're talking like Chinese-American restaurants.
Mostly closed by now.
Most of them are closed. But you still find a restaurant that was never particularly tiki, but still served drinks in containers, so in figural containers, right? That will make the New England Mai Tai. And what the hell is the variation there? You add pineapple juice. So I'm going to add a half ounce because I don't want this thing to be super sweet.
Thank you, Oscar.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. I kind of like this one. People say, that's not a Mai Tai. It's like, yeah, it is at heart.
It's doing fine. Is that the Franny and Teicher record? Yeah, yeah. Those women have on captain's hats. I might need a captain's hat by the end of the evening.
We have the captain hat power.
Hi, Gettysburg man. Good to see you.
Add some more ice. Take, go. Captain's hats we have. And could I have a straw? I'm going to stir this up.
I have your mint.
Notice that I only put
sir.
So far. Thank you, miss. So far, I've only put in 1 ounce of the rum. The second thing that you see in New England is they take dark rum for a float. I'm going to float it on.
Oh.
And it's a minor variation. A lot of people would be like aghast at the pineapple, but it's like, I'm using good rum here. It's a good punch anyway. Yeah, what the hell happened to that? Guess I'll find that in a minute. I'll take a spoon too, please. Thanks a lot. That really helps the whole process, guys.
They're all caught up in it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here with your mint.
And here we go. Boom, 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 boom.
I will try a sip of yours because you had a sip of mine.
I did indeed.
For those of you just joining us, we both made Mai Tais. So, actually, I just realized there were Swizzle sticks.
She made one and I was jealous. Oh, thank you. Here we go.
Yeah.
You have the Hidden
okay, we got a lot.
Hidden Harbor Shark.
Yes.
And I have
I thought it went well with my glass, which has sailfish.
Yes.
Yeah. Mainly sailfish.
Sailfish. And I have the Pagan Idol mizzen mast here. Crow's nest. It's a crow's nest with, of course, the
mizzen mast.
The arm of the. What the heck's a mizzen mast? With, of course, the arm of the creature from 20,000 Fathoms there. So there we go. And I will also take a lime shell. I've heard some stories about what this is supposed to symbolize. I think Vic was like, I got a lime shell. I'm throwing it in, you know? Put some more junk in the drink.
Some people, a fun thing to do.
Prosit.
L'chaim. A fun thing to do with your spent lime shell is to put a little 151 in it and light it on fire.
No, there's a fun version.
It only burns for like a few seconds, but it's fun.
You don't put that much in. And it does burn out. I've heard people say, what do I do with this? It's like, let it burn out.
It tastes totally different from mine because of the
pineapple.
The pineapple.
It's only half ounce. Yeah. Not much. I'm not putting like orange juice and cranberry juice and mango juice and all that. I mean, that's some kind of rum punch. Not on Mai Tai.
Oh, Eric's father had a reel-to-reel with them. I love it.
Reel-to-reel of what?
Franny and Teicher.
Oh, sure, yeah. They were that type of group that would have been well represented on reel-to-reel. In fact, I was just playing a Franny and Teicher open reel recently. And it sounded fabulous, of course, but...
Oh, if the pineapple... Honestly, Peter, in this case... Normally, I would say if something gets too sweet to add some sour, but in this case, I'd be like, add more rum.
Well, I have a rum float, so I can just give it a bit of a stir. And I would think either one of those options works. You're either like upping the sharp content of the alcohol content, or you're throwing a little more sour to offset the sweet?
I mean, I would do more rum, and then if it needed it, more lime. But
Yeah.
I don't think it needs more lime. So
Yeah, balance is quite good on this.
yeah,
The other thing is you will frequently find other decor in there like peel. Well, you already have a lime peel in there, but you can throw a pineapple stick in there. Fix does that,
yeah.
and I think that's totally legit. And what are we talking about here? Where is our manners? Where's the umbrellas? Where's the little drink umbrellas?
Well, there's one right here.
Oh, there you go. Drop it in.
It's defective. But...
Defective drink umbrella. Well, that's okay. Boom.
Now you need to sip out of the side
Stick
of
out
the,
of the side of the
glass,
dress.
but no worries.
That's okay. Let me see if I can prop this up properly over here. Prop properly. Yeah, it looks just about right, and it'll probably stay.
Okay, has everyone here seen? Probably not. There's a second season episode of the TV show Rhoda, where they end up in
New Jersey.
In New Jersey, in a
At some
tiki bar restaurant.
Yeah.
And the comedy is that like all of the like it's a very intense scene, and like her sister is upset, and this guy that her sister's on a date with is cheating on his wife,
Mhm.
and it's like this whole drama. But the waitress is wearing like the coconut bra and grass skirt, and she's super surly. And the drinks that they order all have goofy names, and then they come out and like each drink is more like over garnished than the last, so it's all like in a pineapple with all this stuff in it, and like the more intense the drama gets, the more like another over garnished drink comes out. It's just so funny.
Last drink is sort of like a fruit basket that somewhere in there has a drink in it.
Aloha, Tim. Good to
Aloha,
see you. Yay.
Speaking of which, very good. We will potentially be seeing you within a month, if I'm not mistaken.
We better be.
We better be. We better be. You better get there. Saw you last year.
Oh, Pepper Tree. They've seen that one.
Yes.
I love it.
You would appreciate it.
She's so surly.
Oh, man.
The waitress. Oh, LCTV has seen it too.
It's good.
I feel like watching
really
it
good.
tonight, actually.
we have it. We can put it on. It's worth the time.
I feel like watching it tonight.
Anyway, guys.
Lisa always says I'm the Mary, not the Rhoda.
Yeah.
That's Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. I'm the Mary. I'm the Mary.
Anyway, I will not complete that gesture. But you've seen the movie, so you know. You know fully well.
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
It's freaking hilarious.
When they each think they're the Mary, and it's like, no, I'm the Mary. You're the Rhoda. I'm the Mary.
I'm the Mary.
You're the Rhoda.
It's really a good picture. It really says a lot, and I relate to it very well. The
Carlton, the doorman. Hello, this is Carlton, your doorman.
Yeah, I can kind of feel that way.
She is certainly right. It's so funny.
Hello, this is Carlton, your doorman. Yeah, I know, Carlton. What is that? It's a kicker. Anyway, so the Mai Tai is ridiculously easy to make. It's really 4 ingredients. That's it.
5.
Get yourself 5? Oh, I use 5. Get yourself
rum, orgeat, orange, lime.
Well, it's because you use 2 kinds of rum.
Yes.
But many formulas just call for 2 ounces of 1 kind of rum. But anyway, whatever.
Those formulas are wrong.
They're wrong. Use the dark rum. But you can use any of a variety of rums. I just don't recommend that you reach for like the really light rums because it's not going to add anything here except octane, and you want some flavor. It's a simple drink. You want to have like a complex rum going in there. The flavor will help. The drink may happen. But hey, you can find yourself some aged rum easily. If you have a nice amber that you happen to love, then go for it.
Rhoda's mother is the best. I love Nancy Walker.
Ida.
Oh, Amy, I know. I'd rather be Rhoda, right?
Yeah, well, totally. I'm kind of thinking.
No one wants to be the Phyllis.
The Phyllis.
I would love to be the Phyllis, actually. I love Phyllis.
We got one.
Hi.
Who gets to be the Lars? That's the real question here.
You'd be the Mary or Rhoda, and you're doing okay. I know.
Well,
no. You know who I am? I'm Sue Ann Nivens.
Oh, it's the Sue Ann. Oh, yes, dear.
Although, to be perfectly honest, I like to think I'm Sue Ann, but temperament-wise and personality-wise, I'm probably Georgette.
Ah!
I aspire to be Sue Ann, but I'm probably Georgette.
Someone's got to be the Georgette.
Yes, I'm probably Georgette.
It's typical TV of the era that like the sort of leftover never gets a date next door is like played by Valerie Harper. It's like she's the one that no one's paying
Well, they
attention
always
to.
talk about how she's fat. I'm like, excuse me?
What? Huh?
In what universe is she fat? Anyway,
Yeah,
it was a different time. It was a different time.
Not going to go into that idiocy. But in terms of like who thought that was a good
Oh,
idea.
yes, when we meet Sue Ann.
The show's writing was excellent. So
Sue Ann is
oh
a hashtag goals.
yeah, and the character was versatile and was durable. And then of course there's the episode where Sue Ann gets fired from her position because like the network is like switching it up, and then she has to do all of
She
this
didn't drink.
menial stuff around the station, and it's just so humiliating. And I got to tell you,
I know.
kind of classic, but
Bull Sue Ann Nivens. I named my stand mixer Sue Ann Nivens because I name appliances.
yeah, interestingly enough, your stand mixer leaks oil. So
you're not wrong.
I am not wrong, and I was thinking to myself, why in the world does this say doing that? I used the stand mixer the other day to make ice cream. Oh wow, there you go. We're good.
Wait, you made ice cream?
I mean, yes, I made ice cream. You had some of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was new.
New ice cream. Yes. I didn't serve you old ice cream. Very true.
I would have been okay with old ice cream. It wasn't that old.
Truth be told. Truth be told. But hey, Mai Tais, recommended. It's that season. We're inaugurating Mai Tai season by inaugurating its beginning of yacht season or is yacht club season. What is the season we're inaugurating?
Opening day. We're inaugurating Mai Tai season at
good.
Velveteen Lounge Yacht Club
Via opening day.
VLYC. There's the Lost Girls from The Facts of Life.
Oh, whoa.
Do you mean the ones who were only in the first
season? Oh yeah, because they had like 8 gals.
Or did they do like Lost Boys with the girls from Facts of Life? Because I missed that.
Vampiric Facts of Life girls. Oh
my
man.
God, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Food grade oil. I certainly hope so. It doesn't leak it into the bowl.
No, it is not. I think it's actually
doesn't leak it into the
lubricating oil, which means it's probably 10W40, and it's fine. It's fine. A little engine oil gets in your food no matter what. But I will say that I'm noticing on the counter. I'm like, wow, I gotta like go into that thing with a rag and clean that up. And I don't think that it's really at the point where I need to bust that down and relubricate everything like certain old machinery, Because we actually had, for years, we had a very old...
That's a good band name, Certain Old Machinery.
Yeah, lubricating
the ones from the first season. Okay, yeah. Well, one of them was Molly Ringwald.
Yes.
Yes, one of the girls from the first season. The Lost Girls. Molly Ringwald.
I think there were like 4 extra gals, and...
She was so young to get fired, and yet she did.
And yet, look at that.
I can see Buffy girls do the Facts of Life. Girls do Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Now you're talking.
I can still talk.
I love that. I love the vampiric Lost Girls of the Facts of Life. This whole concept is just turning around in the head.
That's another band name. The Vampiric Lost Girls from the Facts of Life.
I think we saw the special on the making of the Facts of Life. The things we watch. And there was a whole talk about how like the show had all these gals and it was a little difficult to follow the storylines, and the networks, you know what? Axe half to his kids. And it's like, oh, you want to be the creator who goes to the kids and say, by the way, you're fired,
Oh, they didn't. They told their agents. Yeah. They didn't. I doubt if anyone said, you're fired, Molly.
Get out of here.
They probably called Molly's agent and was like, she's gone.
Well, circa then, I think what she did was went on tour with Annie, because that's around the point where Annie was actually hitting the tours. So that's one of the things she did.
Oh, somewhere in Chiller Theater. I love it. Probably not Molly, though.
Yeah. Love that.
Molly does cabaret now.
Yeah, well, she's done a lot of stuff since then. Luckily, she had this whole secondary career where it's like, no, wait a minute. Let's make these, make these movies, which were rather prominent.
10W reference.
Oh, viscosities. Uh,
How pathetic we are.
this begs the story of my first year in high school, where all of the science classes decided to have a science fair. So, we did experiments in this and that. I remember doing something in hydroponics, and one of the guys in my class didn't have a project until the night before. He decided to come up with something about viscosity. And he had 4 examples of different viscous fluids, and he had a little backdrop. It was actually well done, but it was extremely simple. And the judges checked everything out, and he won the blue ribbon. He got like the top prize.
Oh, man.
And everyone was like, "You what? Like one night? I'm outraged." And it's like, "Hey, man, if you got it, you got it." As a 15-year-old, I was outraged, but now I'm like, "Hey,
That is, in fact, life.
it's life, kid. Sometimes you do something last minute, and it is
Science!
like that. Science."
I've got a Mai Tai in me.
Truth.
And I'm going to say this before I make another drink.
I'll say that.
That's not what I was going to say. But, go ahead.
Science.
Coming. Science. Yeah. What you just said.
Yeah, you.
Makes me think
What
of...
you just said.
Well, we have a friend. I'm not going to name him, but
We will not name
some
names.
of you know him. But he has done, I don't know if he's doing YouTube now, but he has in the past at least done YouTube. And we met up with him and his lovely wife in the city. And he was talking about seeing some reference to these people who basically were making tons of money on YouTube by basically putting their phone in their pocket and just walking around all day and not doing anything, just shooting video and monetizing the crap out of this. And his quote was, "I've been working too hard." And then I see the guy who starts the night before the science fair and takes the blue ribbon. It's like, I've been working too hard.
Nails it.
I heard the other day on my favorite podcast, Scam Goddess.
If you're not privy to this, you got to check it out.
I love Scam Goddess so much.
Pretty hilarious, and it's all true.
Whenever I have a drive by myself, I listen to Scam Goddess. Mm-hmm. And her guest was saying he knows someone who makes in the 6 figures every month, not year, month.
Let me do the calculation at $600K per month means
a lot of money.
Yeah, like $750,000 a year.
A year.
A year.
Farting on cakes.
You just what?
On OnlyFans. He farts on cakes.
How do you?
He goes on OnlyFans.
Don't ask.
And farts on cakes.
Okay.
And he makes 6 figures a month. I'm like,
so
okay, you know what? I give up.
So there's an audience that is actually interested in that action. And that's the kicker that really gets you. I mean, you can make all sorts of videos about how to clean your carburetor, how to change the oil, the air filter in your car. And you get a lot of hits. People are searching on that kind of stuff.
You can make a film. You can do all this work. You could fart on cakes and make 6 figures a month.
Makeup is a huge segment up on the YouTubes, and a lot of young influencers are just hitting it really hard.
And older influencers.
A lot of things. Oh yes, that's true.
Middle-aged lady makeup is a big thing.
That's actually there's one in particular who was I think an actress who was of a certain age and started doing it and getting a lot of hits.
She was.
And she just of a certain age, and she doesn't hide it. I mean, she looks fab. So. That's great. That's really awesome. So there you go. I always say
lost a lot of income. Exactly. Haven't we all, Errol?
Yeah, that's the kicker.
Oh, I got class. Thank you.
Yeah, you got class up the butt.
Oh, Wikipedia editors who call themselves Copy content creators.
Well, so true, Oscar. I mean, these folks are like, well, my writing is published all over the internet. Well, where on the internet? Well, various places. Which places? Well, I edit for Wikipedia. Oh, got it.
I mean, I'm not thinking of farting on cakes, so don't go look for my OnlyFans. But
the fact is,
but I just think like those of us who are hard workers, and I'm a very hard worker, are doing something wrong. Like, you know what? There are no brownie points in heaven for hard work. There just aren't.
Seriously.
There aren't.
What the? Where did I go right? That's the kicker. And the fact is, you couldn't just start a channel where that's what you were doing, because this dude's doing it. He's making all the money. The next person who does this is going to make $6.
I have to confess, I never would have thought of that idea.
No, because it's the stupidest idea you've ever had.
Yes.
Which you didn't have. But I always say, what's the dumbest idea you have right now? Monetize that, and you'll make $1 million. Maybe we've just saw Idiocracy within the past week. True.
Yes.
But what's the dumbest idea you have right now? That's probably the big money maker. And occasionally I have one, I'm like, yeah, that would make money. And I think, why am I not monetizing that? So, I don't know, because I'm an idiot.
You gotta be one of those people that like patents everything.
Well, I think about those guys back in the 50s and 60s who decided to come up with gimmicks and gag gifts, and they would just like come up with some dumbass idea and just like patent the thing, start selling it through the mail, and they'd make a lot of money. And one of them was like Ron Popeil, and he just took the cue from like his grandfather or something. There you go.
Yeah,
that's a kicker. So, in that case,
hi Ben, good to see you.
Yes, hey Ben. So good to see you joining the fray. Are we frayed? I'm a little afraid of the things here. I'm gonna get here take a look at this.
Oh, man.
You know what I tell you? I believe we actually added my my stripes here. They did not come with this jacket. The jacket was an extremely good price. I just gotta say, if you want a yachting jacket, just go to the Goodwill. They'll be plentiful.
I forget where I got this shirt. Oh no, I think I got it at Ohana.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Fun.
IRC. I bought this at Ohana.
Excellent. And it is, of course, made of 100% human-made materials.
Yes,
so
yes.
It is wash and wear, which is good stuff.
Wait, dumbest idea right now, a Nirvana-themed floral shop called In Bloom.
You know, Ben, why not? Go with that. Go with that. I always think of like fun ideas for like record stores and things, but I've done that in my time.
No kidding.
Yeah, I believe that Mike Judge was the first one to say, I didn't realize I was making a documentary, but there he is.
Oh my God.
You predicted it. Here you go. Y'all get to live with it.
All right. I'm going to have another sip of my water. I don't have an. Oh wow, I thought I went through mine in record time. I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? They don't last. Ultimately, if you pour all of the ingredients for this drink into this mug without the ice, it's like, gee, that's not that much. You're like, huh? You know, it doesn't look like anything.
Tisk tisk.
You can make it as a cocktail, but I recommend shaking the hell out of it because you want to get a little dilution. Otherwise, it's like a real fast, hard drink. And ultimately, it's only a 2-ounce pour for the base. So it shouldn't hit you that hard. But it has a fair amount of sweet in it. So
I got to add.
Nutty!
Okay. Got it.
There you go.
All right. So for my next drink.
For your next hat trick.
I'm doing a variation on a Velveteen Lounge classic, but it's Yacht Club. What are you doing?
I'm taking a look to see if your glass is still kicking around. Because it needs to be bust.
Bust? Is this some sort of a bust?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh, Jackass. I've never seen Jackass. Oh, okay, but I believe you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa loves what we did to the Tiki Room. I posted this on Patreon. I spent a large part of the weekend refreshing our Tiki Room, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. We're going to do a broadcast out there when it's warm enough.
Yeah.
I really wanted to tonight, but it's like it's
Today,
freaking
not so much.
chilly out there tonight. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, but soon. But thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm making a lounge classic called the Nutty Commodore. Oh wait, you didn't bring the
What you need?
bourbon.
You had not brought the bourbon. I thought you took the bourbon away. I didn't have
No, I
pocket
took
down
away the
for it?
gin
Oh, okay.
because none of us were making gin drinks, and by none I mean neither of us.
This
Okay,
is true.
so the Nutty
Me
Commodore.
neither.
I've made this before, but it Oh, okay. So we're having some conversation about Jackass.
And
Jackass
Jackass
got weird as it went on. A lot more mean spirited. Okay, all right. You haven't seen it, but I 100% believe you. Okay, so the Nutty Commodore, this year's version, begins with 2 ounces of bourbon. Hopefully, I won't drop this. I wish this had a handle. I wish this handle had a handle. Bleh. Not quite. Ugh. All right. There we go. 2 ounces. And then a half ounce, no, 3/4 of an ounce hazelnut liqueur. I'm using Frangelico. If I can get the cap off. Oh, man. Liqueurs, it's no joke the way the sugar makes it sticky. Okay. 3/4 of an ounce hazelnut liqueur of your choice. We've had others besides Frangelico that are lovely. Watching Fear Factor. I don't know any of these I mean, like, I've heard of them, but I don't know any of them. I started watching, well, started watching. I got 6 episodes in on 4 seasons last night on Netflix. It's a new Tina Fey show. So good. It's based on the film from the 80s. 3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice. And a dash of Hella Mexican chocolate bitters.
Excellent choice. There's also the Fee Brothers Aztec chocolate.
Okay,
Excellent choice.
question for Paul. Oh, wait.
What's the theme to Jackass? I don't know. I've never seen the show. So that's an omission on my part. But
Is that an omission?
I guess I chose not to watch the show. I just was never in a position to watch Jackass. But plenty of people out there are just like, oh, I love that show. That I think I might investigate it at some point in time. But it also starts to sound like World's Dumbest, where people started doing really cruel things to each other. And
Hi, Casey. Good to see you.
Hey. Excellent.
Drive carefully. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't comment. Drive carefully.
Don't do that. I was just corresponding with Casey about cleaning records, and he was saying his record cleaner works wonders.
Oh, Eric's been watching MacGyver.
I gotta say. Oh, now there you go. That makes a fair amount of
the
sense.
original.
There's a new MacGyver? Okay. You see, I'm out of it.
Oh my god.
Totally missing stuff.
Okay, so
I'm
shake with ice, strain into a cocktail glass, and we have all these lovely lemon curls back there. So I'm going to use one.
Oh yeah, please. Please do. I'm actually going to bust the orgeat because now it's in the way.
Well, I was going to say, you can put it in the fridge. You don't have to get rid of it.
Don't pour it out.
Whoa! What did you just do?
Just to put in a bunch of stuff because I got caught on this handle, which I do sometimes. But I found this cap, which is good. You don't want evaporation with booze.
We need more space.
Yeah, well, I probably just need to push that back a little more when I do that.
By the minute.
Hope you actually. Oh, you ended up okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Is it? It didn't break, did it?
No, that's doing fine.
Good.
Yeah, it's good because it would really piss me off if it had.
Moving to better stuff. I started listening to Cocktail Nation Radio. Nice. That's great, Oscar.
So the theme is Corona by the Minutemen. Oh, wow. Okay. I like the Minutemen. They're kind of fun.
Oh, there is a new MacGyver. Who even knew?
Yeah, well, this is, as soon as this name checks, I know it's true.
I've seen CSI, but aren't there a lot of CSIs now?
Yes,
Okay.
because Dick Wolf doesn't have enough mansions.
No, CSI is not Dick Wolf.
It isn't?
No.
Who was he? What was CSI? I thought it was a Dick Wolf joint.
No, they're not all Dick Wolf.
Can't all be Dick Wolf.
Law and Order, FBI, those are Dick Wolf.
Yeah.
CSI is someone else.
It is? Could have sworn it was Wolf.
Okay, someone Google CSI, please.
Please tell me. I don't know these things.
We need to know the showrunner.
I'd be glad that if there was another producer out there doing television, because it can't just be one guy. I'm just saying.
Well, you got Tina Fey and
Truth.
her hubby. They produce
That's
a lot
truth.
of TV.
It can be one gal. So
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Bruckheimer is CSI.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good old Bruckheimer.
Oh, Coop
Thank you.
Cooper. Oh, Oscar. I was on Coop Cooper's radio show once.
Yes.
He interviewed me on his show.
That's a while ago, but truth.
Heard of that.
Yeah, he's actually really fun.
love
He's got good taste, and I think he does like some radio shows and such, and reminds me a lot of Java, as a matter of fact. So.
Belisario. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've seen the original, because I like shows like that. Don't. Aaron Spelling. Wow. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you, Oscar. Yeah. MacGyver, the man who stopped World War III with a candy bar. Exactly. Okay, so the Nutty Commodore. So this was 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce hazelnut liqueur, 3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice, and a dash of Hella Mexican chocolate bitters. I sent that glass away prematurely because I have a sidecar. Polybus. Oh, the Bruckheimer logo is one of the coolest. Oh, okay. I need my glass back.
Which glass?
My shaker glass, my mixing glass.
Oh,
I have a little extra.
you actually you handed it to me.
I know, I did. It's on me. That's all on me.
Oh, I know.
No one's blaming a thing on you. It's all on me.
I'm not taking any blame.
Okay. I have a little extra, though. Just for the long, cold winter months. I laid in an extra supply. The Nutty Commodore. I've made this one before, and damn, that is good.
It is good.
That it tastes. You know what it tastes like to me? Taste it and tell me what it tastes like to you.
Set that right down. I'm a little tight and clumsy here, so we want to make sure that.
What are you thinking of when you drink that? Oh, Chianti. I love Chianti, Peter, but I can't say I have a favorite. I'm not a connoisseur.
I'm not getting the note.
It tastes like Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to say that. So
no, this just tastes like Thanksgiving. I realize it's May, but it's very comforting. It's boozy and comforting. And I love my little friend.
My buddy. Well, and don't worry.
Commodore.
Don't worry, Thanksgiving will be here in 5 months. Something like that. So, seriously.
Yeah, if you have a Chianti favorite, let us know, because
Please.
Peter's interested.
I can't say that.
Favorite MacGyver?
I have. No. Seriously.
It was when he hot-wired.
To escape a flood of nuclear sludge. Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
Nuclear waste. That was the big topic of the 70s, and here we are still living with it.
CSI Cyber, is that a real thing?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. I just don't... I'm supposed to watch a lot of TV because auditioning for TV is my literal job.
Your job?
But I just don't... There's so much TV out there. There's so much TV out there that it's really hard to watch. Well, it's all, and the thing is, it's like, I'll be looking for something to watch. Like, happily last night when I was scrolling around, I'm like, oh, Tina Fey, hello, thank you.
Kept it busy.
But there's so much out there that usually my brain shuts down and I'll watch a documentary about like murder.
Well, it's like award season where you have access.
Hashtag tastes like Thanksgiving.
You
Exactly.
there you go.
It does too.
Well, it's like award season where you have access to complete seasons of shows, and you're like, I can't watch all this right now, so you don't even vote on them because. But you're actually honest.
Short-lived.
Yeah, seriously. But I can note that there's way too much content happening simultaneously, and then to go to the venue that we're on right now. Both venues have a lot of video content, and it's impossible to absorb all that. So you just got to take it in bits and pieces.
Well, I would never say there's too much content because lots of people got employed for every show that's out there. So yay for that.
In terms of union labor, I'm all for it.
But yay for that. But at the same time, I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. The Bondsman.
Bondsman.
Okay.
Interesting.
How do you like it, Amy? I got through 5 episodes of the 4 seasons last night, so clearly I'm into that. Oh my God, we're on the last episode of The Residence. No spoilers, please, for those of you who've seen it, because we have literally 1 episode left.
We might knock it out tonight, and then again, we might not. We'll see what's happening.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I had to truck into some office today in the drizzling rain and cold.
Some office.
Ugh, seriously.
Did you finally
So after this, I finally did. But after this, I'm probably done. This is the kicker. We'll watch it tomorrow. It'll be fine.
It starred Rosanna Arquette. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
Gee, I think I knew that she was on one of those shows, so I guess that's the kicker.
Oh, okay. Peter has the Ruffino. Chianti. Okay.
Well,
we often get Ruffino Prosecco. So,
yes, which we like a lot.
All right.
That's good to know. Hey, speaking of Valerie Harper, isn't that her on the Luftboot? Das Lustboot?
I didn't see her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, clearly they're in Mexico, though.
Egypt, I think.
Oh, they're in Egypt? Oh.
Yes, pyramids. You're thinking Mayan pyramids.
I was thinking Mayan pyramids.
And you're absolutely right. But these are, in fact, the other kind of pyramids. So, funny.
I've been to Mexico. I've never been to Egypt.
You've climbed Mexican pyramids. It's true.
I have.
I've done the same. To climb them, you have to go sideways. That's the big kick. Climb it like the snake, like they say. So I'm thinking of. I'm spacing what I was about to say about one of these.
The Jetsons. Threads. Oh yeah, yep.
Oh,
in terms the Jetsons are right.
In terms of shows, though, it's impossible to absorb all of it simultaneously. But I would say do it the way you do it. When you have a role that says, we need somebody in this vein, you're like, okay, so you go watch a couple episodes of that show then. And then you get it, and you do it, and that's your audition. And that's actually very good. Because if you say, hey, this is really cool, you start watching this show. So.
Ooh. Escaped Souls from Hell.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Hello.
I could get behind that.
Okay. I need to do a thing.
Oh, it's Patricia Arquette. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, different Arquette.
They're sisters.
Oh, yes. That's right.
They're sisters.
I thought Rosanna Arquette was in something like that, too, at one point. Maybe I'm wrong. But definitely Patricia Arquette, who was...
Peter wants to know if you had any hot dogs today.
No. No wieners.
Not today.
I definitely had deli meat products, but I did not have other processed meat products in tubular form. No.
Tubular form. Amy's been to Egypt.
Hello.
Our friends just
we have
went.
Not.
We have we're friends with a couple that just went.
Shaker, please.
Oh. Wonderful. Erica Klemper. Oh, yes. Yeah. I ice skated with Erica Klemper. Otto. Which one was the... Otto was the conductor. Yes. So her father was Werner.
Werner von Klemperer, who sent...
Which one was the father?
Werner von Klemperer sent men to the moon. No. That's von Braun.
Okay.
I kid.
Yes. No, but yes, but Erica Klemperer and I ice skated at the same rink. Yes. And then she was the granddaughter. Yes. Oh, where can I buy that towel that you're holding the glass with? What a good question, LCTV. Maybe we should have a commercial break.
You mean This towel.
You can buy it on our big cartel store. I'm going to drop the link.
I think it's about time
I think it
for a
is
commercial
too.
for commercial
All
information.
right, but we don't have a commercial for that one.
No, we don't yet. It's an oversight. I've been busy. Now I look like a waiter. But
Waiting.
all I need is bubbles, and then it's perfectly fine to have a towel over my arm because that's how you open
All right,
the bubbles.
I'm gonna drop the link.
You
Oh
put
yes,
bubbles.
R.I.P. George Wendt.
Oh yes. Speaking of, he's a classic character actors.
I'm glad that he was 76. I would have been very sad for him to have gone
50 something.
too
ridiculous.
early.
76 itself sounds slightly early, but
Ooh,
if you've had a life, you've had a life.
Oh, Amy, you lived in Egypt? What? I'm only learning this now.
Well, hello.
Oh my god.
New information there. That would have been pretty cool as a kid.
I want to hear all about this. I'm glad we're seeing you soon.
Interest?
Okay. Hi, Katie. Good to see you.
Hi, Katie.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Oh, which part of Mexico? Oscar, we've been to
The Yucatan.
the Yucatan.
But specifically...
Well, no, Quintana Roo.
But specifically like Quintana Roo and Yucatan and, Cancun, but also inland.
And I've also been to Tijuana.
Have you been to Tijuana?
I'm just saying, I've been to Tijuana
I have
too.
not.
Yes. Yes.
John Aston. Anyway, what do I need for my next hat trick? Also, Isla Mujeres.
Oh.
And we
I
have
know, R.I.P.
been to-
Norm.
Oh, man.
Casey, are you still driving?
Yeah, right? You could dictate that, so of course your phone will help you out there. That's artificial intelligence at its best.
Okay, she's the daughter of Werner. Okay. Yeah, Colonel Clank. Yes, okay, because I knew there's Otto and... So Otto is the grandfather.
Yeah.
Werner is her father.
Otto.
And then she...
Otto.
Yes, okay, and then she was a skater when she was a kid.
Conductor, I believe his material appeared on Deutsche Grammophon. Thank you very much. I would like to take a look at the formula so I know what the hell I'm doing.
Okay, which one are you doing?
I don't know, so I got to take a look.
Okay, hold on.
I know I dictated these earlier, but
we forgot to bring the...
Just close that, and then you'll be able to see what you're doing. I really hate that this does that. I hate you. I hate you! There we go. Done now. Thank you.
Which one are you doing?
Psycho.
Okay, so you're going to need this.
I am. Yes, I am. And this actually has a...
So you know what you're doing now.
I do.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
Since it's a variation on things that are familiar. Thanks very much. I need another hat trick, especially since yours is already growing low.
Ooh, best... Oh.
Come on.
Wow. An ethylene plant in Mexico. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Oh, there you
Hot
go.
dog as a condiment. You know what you could do? I'm just saying. Oh, Daniel's been to Tijuana. Oh, okay.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, okay, when I was with my parents. Yep. It's people go there just for to drink or have dinner. Yeah, of course.
Drink,
South of the border, yes. I love
of the
south of the
border.
border. South of the border is great.
Down Mexico way. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. South of the border has a correct theme.
Yes, we've been to Playa del Carmen.
Yeah.
Yep,
We have.
it's lovely.
Cozumel, we have not
been to Cozumel. We've been to Cancun.
Although you're standing on Playa looking at this massive island saying, I got to get there sometime.
Playa del Carmen, Valladolid.
I was just thinking, what Playa del Carmen? And we have been there and have noted that
Puerto Morelos.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Carmen is very much like, I believe, Cancun was about 30 years ago. It hasn't quite spread out yet, but a lot is happening. So eventually, there you go. Cancun, I remember one of our tour guys at one point saying, well, you really need to get a little more interior to really check out Mexico because this is just millionaire's paradise. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's like you can go there, sit on the beach, never see Mexico proper and be like, I've been to Mexico. It's like, yeah, you've been to the Hilton. And that's good because you're there for vacay. But if you really want to see some of the flavor, just get in. And you can also just get to downtown Cancun and see a lot more things which are more local flavor. And we've done that too, and it's good. So
So I was thinking for a garnish, you could do a pig in a blanket on a skewer sticking out of your drink.
hot dog, water, Manhattan garnished with Vienna sausage. I gotta go find the sodium bicarb.
No, I like a pig in a blanket as a garnish.
I'm
I
just
think we've done that
I'm just
actually,
talking about
haven't
the
we?
description right there, and immediate indigestion. I gotta say, but that's hilarious, Peter. That's just amazing.
Ooh,
Unless that was Phil, one of you guys. So, I'll take the brandy, please.
I love it. We were not at the mega resort, but yeah.
Morelos, Morelos Seed. Oh, yeah. We have been to, well, the one that we have been to most is the VCI properties, which is now simply called the Royals. And
Royal,
they
yep.
started out with a very low-level Mediterranean resort. That's my favorite of all of them. That's just very relaxed, and it's also on a very protected part of the lagoon. But then as they expanded, like the rest of the isthmus, they started building these big mega things. And the great thing about those is they have massive
Big
pools.
mega thing.
Massive pools with like multiple swim-up bars. I'm like, this is resort living. This is total Love Boat. So I'm into it. 2 ounces of brandy. Okay, that'll do.
Peter, yes, they do make mini soubrets.
Yes, you can get like
You can get mini soubrets.
cocktail-sized soubrets, which are excellent, of course. I believe you can get that same in Hebrew National, which are excellent, of course. And if you find something like, I'm trying to think of like
So
another.
the smart asses, Phil.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll take the smart asses, Phil, because actually that makes a hell of a lot of sense here.
I do like the pig in a blanket
Yeah, it's a good thing.
garnish idea. I'm just saying.
Well, the great thing now is that every time we see a comment, I can be like, "Hey, great comment there, smart ass, smart ass." But look, the Jersey guy knows. He does know. Dirty water. One thing about dirty water is you don't actually want to drink the water. It's sort of like drinking the water out of the Hudson or something. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
I just got a little chill at my spine.
I'm thinking about that thing I did with the oysters recently. Oysters are excellent for cleaning water, but you probably don't want to eat the oyster afterwards. So you want the farmed oysters, which appear all year long now, and they're very good. I'll take that rose, please. So
So what are you making?
I'm making a sidecar variation that I'm simply calling Lady Sidecar because I thought of using rose flavor, and I thought that sounds very ladylike. And we have many ladies here tonight who would probably really love
I was thinking
this.
you could call it the Rose sidecar after Rose on Golden Girls.
Oh, there you go. That works too.
Speaking of Sue Ann Nivens.
Anyway, so that's 2 ounces of good brandy, ½ ounce of fresh lemon juice, please, and then ½ ounce of the black rose liqueur from Giffard, which is really nice. I'm still getting that on the nose. That rose is still prominent.
I don't know. You just made me. This is very good stuff. So this is going to be a stupid joke. I'm like, 2 ounces of good, 2 ounces of very good brandy, a ½ ounce of fairly good rose liqueur, and ½ ounce of crap lemon juice.
Yeah, I took it out of the plastic lemon. There we go. Anyway, I need to rim this glass as well. So, which
Sticks
is
and
to say
stones
sugar rim.
can break my bones, but cocktails and chains excite me.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Somebody should really
That's very true.
stitch that on a pillow.
It needs to be a sampler.
Saying,
It
yes.
needs to be a sampler.
Frame that and
Anyway.
hang it in your living room.
Usually I use some of the actual cocktail mixings to do this, but I happen to have all of this sticky stuff, so I'm trying to get that onto the rim of the glass, and then I need an actual little plate.
An actual little plate. This is great. I'm just saying. So it's a holiday weekend coming up.
True.
I have gigs on Sunday and Monday, but it's a holiday weekend coming up. Will he be back?
Yes, he will. Just doing what he needs to do.
All right. Well, anyway, it might be time to break out the cardboard ale. I'm just saying, because these drinks were delicious, and now they're gone. And although you did give us another recipe that we have not yet tried.
Truth. Okay, so I've just mixed up the makings for a sidecar. I'm not going to shake this up yet because here I am.
A sidecar with rose liqueur.
I'm going to shake this up. So let's do that. And
yes, woohoo holiday! Hi, Ben. Good to see you.
hey, Ben. Woohoo! Ow, baby. We have 2 PTV in the house. Thank you very much.
Yay!
We would have Peter, except he's working.
Yes, maybe I can get Sherry from PTV. Stitch that.
Now you're talking.
Sherry, please.
Now you're talking.
Oh my gosh! So I saw I don't remember what it was called, but Instagram served me an ad with all of these pillows with pithy sayings on them, and I'm like, I love that. And they were all like $100 a piece. I'm like, well, no, I'm not paying $100 for a pillow. But yeah, if someone could do that, if I could just give you sayings and have you stitch them on a pillow for me, I'd pay you maybe $100 if I knew you well and really liked you. But I don't know. It just seems like $100 for a pillow felt obscene. But this is a girl who buys her clothes at Goodwill. So anyway. Yeah. Ooh, hold on. Ben just had a flash of inspiration for a hot dog water cocktail.
Hello. Now you're talking.
Out there already. I think one can do better. Thinking on it. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Please keep us posted, Ben.
Please do better, because if anybody else has done it, it's probably not that good.
Yeah. Many people in retail have their gigs for the holiday. I'm going to be doing face painting, which I created a whole book of my face painting designs, and I put a lot of work into that. And I'm like, I still feel like I suck as a face painter, but I'm going to dazzle them with office supplies and glitter.
Razzle dazzle them. Dazzle them with glitter. Okay, so here we have the lady sidecar.
I love it.
Or the rose sidecar, if you're a Golden Girls fan.
I think it should be rose.
Yeah. But I like the lady sidecar because I was just thinking about the ladies watching who would really appreciate
lady sidecar.
A custom-made sidecar just for them.
Yes.
Okay, this is very cool. We actually bought this at...
all kinds of profanity, yes.
So this little product here is the
Dog Rocks.
Curio Spice Company Moroccan Rose Sugar, which we got at...
King Arthur.
King Arthur. Oh, man, the mothership.
I'm licking the sugar off of it.
The sugar
it is good. So I thought it might be...
The rose sugar...
I thought it could go either way.
Powdered sugar with rose flavor. I put the rim on there, and you really get the aroma. It's not super aggressive, which is good.
It?
I have.
It's good.
It's not super aggressive, which is good. It's a nice flavor. It's getting a lot of aroma. A lot of things, it's like we were talking about the mint and the Mai Tai. It's not there to have this super mint flavor. Otherwise, you got a julep.
And between...
It's there to have a little bit of, like, just a little bit in the nose.
Between the rose liqueur and the rose sugar, it smells like rose in a really nice way. It
doesn't taste like...
It's not cloying or disgusting.
It doesn't taste like half an ounce of rose water, which is good. It's like I'm getting notes. I'm getting an aroma. It's sort of like putting that twist of lemon in there where it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Make you look weird. Make them look weird for their parents.
Did I say this needed a twist?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I mean, did I say it when I sent it to you earlier?
Let me look. Hold on.
Yeah.
The as if in the background. Yes. Yes. People who get Glendora's Glendora does horoscopes and tarot card readings for Patreon patrons at the $15 level, and
also known as
the boxed wino patrons.
If you want to be a wino,
If you want to be a
Subscribe.
Box Wino patron, subscribe at the $15 level, and once a week you get a tarot card and horoscope combo reading from Glendora.
She reads it for you. She pulls the
Yeah,
cards herself. She shuffles them, and
she
it's
does.
amazing what comes up. It really is.
Hi, Hugo. Good to
Hugo!
see you.
So good. Oh, yeah. Interestingly enough, this is not what most people would call a girly drink because it's actually pretty
It's
substantial.
pretty
They probably
substantial.
call this a manly drink, although like a very
But it's
delicate
got a
coupe with
lovely rose bouquet.
a
Bouquet.
delicate coupe with like rose sugar around it. Doesn't sound so manly.
It's
Although,
a coupe bouquet.
hey, I'm actually drinking it and I'm enjoying it
It's
myself.
a coupe bouquet.
It's a coupe bouquet, but definitely.
Bouquet coupe.
And I was thinking, a drink doesn't have to be virile per se. It could actually be like, womanly.
A drink doesn't have to be virile.
There's all these, like, they always talk about manly drink is just like a shot of booze and a beer. And it's like, maybe a drink could just be a very classy thing that still packs a punch. Because I think that, my grandmothers could drink y'all under the table.
I feel like it's time for a commercial break.
Agreed.
All right.
Not available in any store. It's the Glendora Wine Glass. This attractive vessel holds 6 ounces of your favorite wine or adult beverage and will be the envy of your friends. Write velveteenloungeny@gmail.com for information on how you can make this cherished collectible yours.
If you want your wine to taste better, you better buy my glass.
Do it today. After a trying day in the salt mines, unwind with the soothing sounds of ceviche. This Latin-inspired collection of surf instrumentals by the Clams is the perfect soundtrack for relaxing with a martini or Manhattan, and the special edition LP comes complete with the classic hit, Glendora's Theme. Don't wait. Visit the Velveteen Lounge store on Big Cartel for your copy while supplies last.
And speaking of Glendora wine glasses, I happen to have one right now.
That has some wine in it. How about that? Well, it works well as a wine glass because it's a wine glass. And we just had the note in the commercial that the LP as while supplies last. Well, you know what? They won't last forever.
They won't. So if you want a big old record with my face on it.
Get your face on a picture? Yes.
Cracking.
Yes, she did. And guess what? We've played this, and we've also heard this at Dano's system, and he used to work for Mark Levinson, so he's got a really serious system, and it sounds fabulous. He was very happy with it. I'm like, your standards are much higher than mine.
Cardi drinks tend to have more alcohol. Interesting, Daniel.
Oh.
That could be nefarious.
Well,
now that I think about it.
Now that we're thinking about this in detail, we're like, of course they have more alcohol.
Ooh, Amy picked up some hibiscus syrup. That sounds lovely.
Okay.
I feel like that could work with gin.
Yeah. I think anything
light rum.
Anything that any drink that would normally call for grenadine, you could sub the hibiscus and see what happens. I think it would work really well. I'm also thinking that it's got hibiscus is a flavor frequently associated with like a hibiscus tea as a drink, of course, is known as Jamaica in Mexico and is extraordinarily refreshing. So, no, Jamaica, not jicama.
I'm talking about something else.
Yes. Jicama is, I think, a cactus.
Oh, okay. I love it. Thank you for the endorsement.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
Wear that sucker out and buy another. No, you're not gonna wear the record out.
Hugo, I hope you are also having a good night. Yeah.
Please.
Jen, now you have my attention.
Hello. Definitely. Well, one thing that's of course impossible to wear out a CD, except if you manage to like get a few nicks on it, and then of course it just gets like demolished. And
Nixon.
Nixon. Does anybody still actually collect CDs? Interestingly,
Does anyone still collect CDs?
I've been buying them at the Goodwill because they're cheaper than the LPs, which suddenly are like 4 times the price, and the selection is no good. But then I'll find some CDs. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I could use that.
Red Tea. I could see that. Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking. Mm-hmm. This is the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really imagining anything that would take a liqueur that is sort of a
Good night,
medium.
Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Thank you for joining us.
Some of us got to get to work tomorrow,
I
including
know,
myself.
I feel it.
Anything that would take a liqueur sort of medium-bodied, you could think about subbing that hibiscus syrup and see what happens. I'm interested. Yeah. One is interested. It's very true.
Yeah, in place of grenadine. I love
In
it.
place of grenadine is a great place
Yeah.
to start. That means you could try a Jack Rose with such things. That means you could try actually a number of non-alcoholic drinks with that. Interesting. We're interested in the results. So.
Art of Noise. Special edition versions of their albums.
Oh,
Oh,
funny.
okay. All right.
Yeah, back when that was a really special thing. I remember the first actual compact disc I ever bought. It was not 1982, and I was not in Tokyo, so I was not at the ground floor of such things, but it was irrelevant. It was all ridiculously expensive for what you got. Some people talk about, like, the first CD ever issued, and there was no such thing. There was, like, 10 that were issued. So, oh, the car. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the kicker. Oh, I love that.
Oh.
Oh! Two truths.
We do that though with mugs and stuff because it's like, well, what
Yeah.
if one breaks? You know.
Well, in the military, there's a fair amount of breakage and shrinkage, isn't there?
What?
So you'd better have spares.
Someone said CDs are
Particularly
coming
parts.
back in style. What?
There is a sort of rumor about that,
What?
and I'm thinking to myself, doesn't that follow the whole craze for...
Hi, Deadhead. Good
Hey,
to
Deadhead.
see you.
We got a big love for Jamaica. Oh, man, it's actually
Yes.
great. And it's like you want something refreshing on a hot day. There you go. So, like, CDs come back and style. That kind of sounds to me like it's just following up that trend of about 5 or 6 years back of selling used cassettes. Suddenly people are all into cassettes. Huh? I don't know. I know people who collect them. They're happy with them. I got a cassette player in the car. Well, you need something to play on it, so collect your cassettes. But
When I
honestly,
hear about something coming back in style, all I can think of is Twin Peaks. And it's like that gum you like is coming back in
Gummy like
style.
back in style.
Chemical Brothers. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Chill out. Well, now you're talking. That sounds marvelous.
Oh, Ben says the first CD I purchased was the soundtrack for E.T. I love it.
So it's interesting because just yesterday.
Plus, after steeping the leaves, you can eat them in tacos.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I have actually.
I love it.
I have eaten tea leaves, just like black tea leaves myself, and honestly, it's well.
No, but I'm
it's
sure
a
we have
vegetable matter. It works.
we have an international market very near us. And I feel like we need to do
Yeah,
this
we have
like this
We
weekend.
have a couple of resources that would supply such things. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of Adams myself,
Mhm.
but you're thinking of Market Fresh, and
Mhm.
they have all of that, and a tiny little place that's
Me
just
too.
stuffed. I like a tiny place that's just stuffed with product,
Yes.
like our local.
Stuff with great product.
Our local Indian market is just crammed with stuff. I'm like, I can't get this anywhere else. That's why you go there. That's why you go there. I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? Can you tell me? Oh yeah, we talked about like the first CD I ever bought kind of thing. And I remember I did not buy a CD player, and I don't think I ever bought a CD player. No, I never bought a CD player. I inherited one. I inherited another one. And then I started using the DVD players as CD players. So that was it, you know. I never actually went out and bought one. But a friend of mine bought one in 1987. And it was because the Beatles CDs were coming out. So he had to get someone to play them on.
Did he already have the records?
Of course, he had the records. So he bought the CDs
He's not
because
watching,
the
is he?
CDs, as far as I know. Ken, are you watching? So,
Oh, okay. It's
yeah.
not okay.
Yep.
Not Casey. I'm
No,
just saying.
Casey,
Okay. All right.
I don't know, when did you first buy a CD player? Good question. But so he actually needed a player. So we found a joint that was selling players, and he bought a Marantz CD player. And he had that for about a year, and it started giving him a lot of trouble. Yeah. But I remember he actually had already bought the CDs. He had nothing to play it on, so we actually got the player, and we listened to it on the system, and it sounded pretty fab at the time. You know, it was really something different. If you were to put it head to head with like a really great turntable at the time, would you have been like, wow? You probably would have said, doesn't sound much different.
You'll know this better than me.
Guess how many disc? I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, okay.
No, not a clue.
Clearly, it was weird.
No, we have minis because I don't think I ever bought a commercialized mini disc. I just bought
Ice cream
blanks.
castles. By the time it was a whole dollar. I remember ice cream castles. I loved the time.
Yeah.
I did. You probably hated the time.
No, of course I didn't hate the time.
You didn't?
No. He had the man who was like, who had a guy whose whole function was to hold up a mirror.
I know.
Jerome!
Yeah, but I don't know. That just seemed like something that
Morris
you
Day
would not
was-
have been into. Yeah, Morris Day in the time.
He was kind of awesome.
Yeah, yep.
Morris Day was kind of like the cousin of Otis Day and the Knights. It was kind of less.
I
kind of
loved
rocking.
Morris Day in the time.
It was just a Prince joint. That's it. That's all it was. You know, and he had a lot of good joints. So that's the thing.
I loved ice cream castles. I love the whole thing. I'm
That's okay.
here for all of it.
Anyway.
Long before the loudest wars got out of hand.
No, too true. At the time, the aesthetic was to try to make things sound better, not worse. So, you know, we were actually in pretty good shape. But then all of these loud rock bands like got into it, and then it was just like crank the levels, and
Paul,
it's just stupid.
you're gonna run with this one.
Here we go. An
Eight-track player. Cool bus.
She was a cool bus driver.
Oh
Now,
my
let's see.
God.
What could you possibly play on that? Let's see.
Oh no. We have so many 8-track tapes. Oh, he's pulling out a selection.
There must be a selection.
There is a selection. It always comes back to 8 tracks, doesn't it? Hugo, are you still here? Hugo 8-track.
Hugo.
I'm just saying. Oh. Church has a mini disc recorder as part of the sound system. Oh my gosh. So funny. I remember mini discs, sort of. It's made to be played in random mode. Wait. Oh. You wouldn't have that. You'd have that constant changing ambience. Wait, what? Eric, what? Oh my God. I can't even with that.
What could you possibly play
All right,
in the
have
in
some
the
8
bus
tracks to play on the
in
bus.
the period?
School bus.
You might be playing something like I'm sorry, these labels are not that exciting. Elvis Presley Worldwide 50 Gold Award Hits Volume 1. There we go.
You gotta tilt it down.
Yeah,
There you
sounds
go.
a little better like
Okay.
that. It's the picture was on the slipcase, which is long gone. Actually, this has a lot of great stuff on it, so this is kind of fun. And the bus would have loved this. That was honest.
The
Amazing.
bus would have loved it.
Bus would love that. But at the time, they probably would have loved zingers from the Hollywood Squares
Probably not.
even more.
The kids would have been like throwing spitballs.
What?
I'm
What?
sorry, but
Yeah, and then like Paul Lynde would have been replying, "Sit down, you little losers." So
which I'm not saying Paul's wrong.
No,
I'm just
he's not.
saying that like
he's totally right.
you're playing zingers from the Hollywood Squares on the school bus. I do have a couple. Oh, we'll do my school bus memories after you share these 8 tracks.
Memories like the corners of my. Anyway, this is literally just like pull quotes from the Hollywood Squares for like half an hour. It's pretty amazing. And who's in the squares on the cover? We in fact, of course, have Rich Little,
What?
upper left, Rosemarie, center,
No.
John Davidson, upper right, Sandy Duncan, of course, middle, Toady Fields, middle, Toady Fields. Let's see, Charlie Weaver, lower
Wait, I'm
left.
sorry, Paul Lynde. Hello.
Charlie Weaver, lower left, of course. Leslie Uggams, that's another course, too. And then George Goebel, that's the other curmudgeon who possibly bid. Where's Paul? Oh, Paul is center square. Ha!
Oh, I was going to say, Paul Lynde needs to be the center square.
He was the center square.
Okay, all right.
Of course.
I was getting kind of offended.
How about 1983's greatest hits?
Paul Lynde to block.
You will. Pew, 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 daily double. So how about 1983's greatest hits on 8-track tape? Hit Explosion!
1983, you said.
83.
I thought you. Okay.
I said 83.
My brain heard 93, and I was like, what? That's
Wait a
way
minute.
too late.
Wait a minute, yeah.
Okay.
Nirvana's greatest hits on 8-track tape. No, but this is actually 83's. And you're thinking to yourself, shouldn't that be 1978's greatest
Yes.
hits? Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, we are huge fans of the original Match Game here. And
Seriously.
Deadhead, I don't know if you know this, but we met Brett Summers
Yeah. We saw her show, which was amazing and hilarious.
while she was still alive,
Mhm.
obviously.
We didn't see her after
She
she
did
was
a
dead.
cabaret show here in New York City.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, we've got to go see Brett. So we saw her cabaret show, which was very sweet. She had like a framed photo of her granddaughter on the piano the whole time. And I remember reading a review that said it was very sweet and slightly mental, which I kind of get.
But
And she was talking about
no
still
offense to
being married to Jack Klugman. They never got divorced, even though they were separated for like 40 years. And anyway, when the show was over, most of the people in the audience were her friends or people she knew. And I was like, I gotta meet Brett. I gotta meet Brett. I gotta have her sign my program. And so this woman had like kind of buttonholed her and was like talking to her and talking to her and talking to her and talking to her. And we're just sitting there waiting. And when we finally got to meet her, we're like, oh my God, Brett, we're such huge fans. We signed my thing. And she could not have been sweeter. And that's my Match Game story. I love Brett Summers. I'm a Brett Summers stan.
She's a fan.
I'm a stan.
Well, I think the fact is that she was pretty happy to be away from the one who was pigeonholing her in the corner.
She was too.
Seriously.
She was.
So what is actually on Hit Explosion from 1983? 83's greatest hits include the following. Mickey, Tony Basil. Vacation, Go-Go's. Steppin' Out, Joe Jackson.
Goes.
Favorite shirts, Haircut 100. Do You Want to Touch Me? Oh, yeah, Joan Jett. There we go.
Overnight Sensation. Oh, yeah.
Overnight Sensation. Young Turks, Rod Stewart,
Familiar
of course.
with Overnight Sensation.
Abracadabra, Stevie Miller Band. Shadows of the Night, Pat Benatar. There you go.
Yes, Charles Nelson Riley. I know. We know some people who saw his cabaret show before he died.
Yes, and it was better than Brett's.
I wish I could bottle these people and bring them back to life. Like, I love them
You just
so
need
much.
to uncork a fine vintage
Yes,
Charles,
yes,
and then
I know,
everything would be just fine, wouldn't it?
I was happy to fangirl for Brett. Yeah, yep.
Hilarious business. And by the way, if you're actually on the school bus circa 1979 or so, and you need something to throw in the 8-track player, how about...
We can't see it.
It's still impossible to see.
Oh my God, that is so funny that you shared that, because I was going to say the thing I most remember hearing on the school bus in the time I took the school bus was we don't need no education.
Is Casey still watching? Yeah, this is Pink Floyd The Wall on an 8-track cartridge. I think it's actually, for one...
Oh, wait. Ben had a similar thing happen to him with Cloris Leachman.
Whoa.
Oh! Called her name. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Speaking of Phyllis...
I would have loved to have met Cloris Leachman.
I've died. Yeah, that's awesome.
Stiesel, Frau Blücher. I'm just saying. I would have loved.
So there's the Cloris Leachman story. You've had your Brett Summers story.
Yeah.
I have my Valerie Harper story. When I was working at the record store, she comes in, and she's looking for a very specific record. And I knew who she was. And she didn't make a big secret of it, but I didn't make a big, fanboy thing. I'm just like, oh, hi, yeah, we talked about stuff. And she's looking for this thing. And I heard the information. I took down the info and said, if we find this thing, I'll give you a call. And what do you know? Subsequently, I was at a record buy, and there it was. And I'm trying to, buy the thing from this person. Like, oh, no, I got to keep that. I'm like,
Valerie Harper's here to go away.
Valerie Harper wants a word with you. So that was that for that. But she was sweet as anything. So anybody out there who was talking about what a terror she was on her show, go to hell. What a bunch of crap that was. Stupid. That's just a bunch of bullshit from the TV guide. So...
Oh, yeah, I have to watch Futurama.
Oh, yeah, now you're talking.
No, just his head, but
Henry
hey.
Kissinger, we'll be missing you. The great thing about this actual tape
Oh,
is, for one, it says very specifically,
LTTB. Cheers.
I think there's only 2 tracks that got split up, which is pretty unusual for an 8-track tape. But the note on this specifically says, due to mechanical limitations, this tape cartridge program has been edited to a shorter length than the disc version. It's got less material on it. Of course,
We'd like you to buy this again, but with less material.
Yeah, do you think you could do
Just
that?
saying.
Of course, The Wall is 2 albums and it plods on, so maybe less material is a good idea.
It plods on.
But simultaneously,
Don't need no education.
my favorite part of this whole tape is you got a little symbol there that says Dolby System. This is actually encoded for
Jesus,
noise
really?
reduction. What the hell 8-track player had Dolby V?
Jesus H.
For
Christ.
Pete's sake. I mean, some high-end players maybe. I could do it here, but right? So stupid. Anyway, yeah, I found this for, I think, 50 cents at the time. That's the price I wanted to pay for that. Love Futurama. I always thought that had a great, great theme, too. Speaking of themes.
Hi, Kalaka boy. Good
Kalaka.
to see you.
Boom, 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 boom.
I know, at least on Sunday. Oh, we need to get there.
Moulin Rouge. Oh, I know.
Although, I think you can probably get tickets on TKTS. Just saying.
A lot of things have, a lot of
I would
really...
go into the city. I would go into the city and I keep thinking of Repo Man.
Yeah.
Let's get sushi and not pay.
Yeah.
I would get into the city and not have a thing.
I am noting that the number of things that we've been talking about on Broadway that we saw during Broadway Week, which, by the way, recurs in the fall. Somebody was telling me today.
No.
So we'll see more shows for a better price. A lot of those things were appearing on the boards at TKTS. So, no matter how hit the show is, check the boards and see if you can get it on an off hour. Because sometimes, like, matinees don't really sell out. Sometimes there's weird days where nobody's going.
Well,
and so you can do it.
I'd like to
They're popular days.
I'd like to sit by Paul, but I don't have to sit by Paul. So it's like, if we could get 2
See you later.
odd seats somewhere, or like we could meet up at intermission. Like, no worries. I've known you for a long time. We can get together later.
Well, it's true, and you know what? We will, and fun. So listen,
nightcap cocktail. Oh, he did share another good one.
The nightcap cocktail. I do have another one.
He does have another one.
Might have another thing up the old sleeve here. By the way, speaking of being separate,
I moved on to cardboard now.
Didn't we have an extremely budget price on a plane ticket once?
Oh my God, we had free tickets.
So we took the flight, and of course we couldn't sit together. So,
all right, hold on. We gotta back up. So,
anyway,
for at least 20 years, we did
rewind the tape.
AIDS walk.
You can't rewind these things.
I feel like COVID kind of put the kibosh on it, but
it was rough.
We did AIDS walk for many
easily 20 years plus, about 22, I think.
And one year there was a contest. It's like,
if you get this many donations in this period of time,
you can win plane tickets. So I did. And I won the tickets.
You won the tickets.
And it was on Delta. And you had to use them like within 2 weeks. Like, it was some crazy, like, short amount of time. I'm like,
let's go.
Oh.
Now.
Okay. And they're pressuring me like, okay, great. Where do you want to go? And I said, Palm Springs. Popped out of my mouth.
Which, being February, was a good idea.
Except it was Modernism Week, but I didn't know that. So I said, Palm Springs. And they're like, okay, great. So they reserved tickets for us on Delta to Palm Springs.
Peep this.
Try to find a hotel in Palm Springs during Modernism Week. I did finally find a room, which I'm positive someone just canceled because there was a wedding at that hotel. And the guy who shared a wall with us would like wake up at 6 a.m. and blast the news. But anyway.
It wasn't very good for my brain at that particular point in time, but
anyway, it was February. and we're in New York.
Correct.
So we're trying to get to Palm Springs.
So we take off.
So we get on our plane, which lands in Detroit
This flight had 3 legs.
in a blizzard.
Yes, it was just snowing hard.
Yeah, no, it's our plane landed in Detroit in a blizzard. I was like, okay, well,
I guess we're staying here for the night.
we're stuck here. Sigh.
Too bad Peter's not here. I could talk about things we could do in Detroit.
Sigh.
Sig, huh? In the meantime, the pilot's like, hello, folks. Well, conditions are a little rough here, so we're going to be here for a little while until they clear the runway. We're like, clear the what?
Yeah,
what kind of
like,
broom
it's
you
a
got
white
that's
out. You can't see anything.
You got a jet
So,
engine to clear the runway?
yeah,
Come on,
anyway.
guy. Forget it. But guess what? Detroit cleared the damn runway.
They cleared the runway. So we're like, okay, great.
I guess they're used to it.
So we go out there.
You get some weather, whatever.
The plane is just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to take off. We finally do. And then we land in Salt Lake City.
Second leg. Guess what?
We're seeing like a bunch of Delta planes lined up on the runway taking off. And I'm like, I bet that's our connection taking off.
Guess
It
what?
was. So we're like, oh, what can we do? We're stuck in Salt Lake City.
So you go to the counter and say, like, what flight can we get on? And the negative Nelly there is
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
oh, well, there's a flight tomorrow, which is the
there's like,
same flight you
there's
would have been on.
nothing. You can spend the night here and we'll get you on a plane tomorrow. And I was like, no, we're going for a
spend the night in
weekend. That
Salt
is
Lake?
not good enough.
I mean, what's there do in Salt Lake? They don't drink. So guess what? She got tired of that and went up to the other counter and talked to the young man who actually had a brain in his head. And he's like,
Yes.
oh, forget that. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I
Boom,
found
boom, boom,
I
boom, boom,
found
boom.
a sympathetic soul at a different customer service counter, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Da-da-da." I was like, get me anywhere in California. I don't care. Like Southern California, LA, Long Beach, whatever.
Wait, did you say-
Ontario.
Did you say Long Beach?
Yeah, I'm
got
like,
us
I
to
don't
Long
care.
Beach.
Get me anywhere in Southern California. He's like, I can get you into Long Beach. And I'm like, great.
Guess what?
So-
Long Beach is a great little airport to fly into.
What was the point? Like, we started telling the story because of a reason, and I've lost the thread of
Lost
the
the
reason.
thread. You told the meat of the story was we were trying to get there and we had these ridiculous delays and we weren't even going to get there until you
I had
questioned them
lost
and
the
then
thread.
finally got
I
what
had
the hell
lost
we
the
were
thread.
doing. We got to our destination and we actually were
Oh,
able
yeah.
to drive to Palm Springs and everything was fine. So there you go.
I was rented a wheelchair to see a sold out show. Oh, Hugo, what? That's funny. I'm sorry. That was funny.
Oh, that is so wrong.
Oh.
But I think of shows that I didn't see because
You're
of stupid reasons.
Yes, with 3 layers on. Yeah, it was, oh my God, we had so much fun
Yeah, pretty
because
much.
we got to Long Beach and I just said, like, I switched our rental car and I got to Long Beach and I was like, yeah, we need to rent our car to Palm Springs. And they couldn't have been nicer and it was great. It was amazing. So the moral of this story is when someone tells you something is not possible, give them the finger and then make it happen.
When your bank says no, Champion says
Exactly.
yes. So this is a simple fact.
Give
There's
them the finger
always
right now.
another way to do it. Planes,
Yes.
trains, and automobiles aside, you can usually find a way to do it. Even if you have to like go in on
Eat
the
tacos
rental
out
van
there.
with the band. Hey.
Best street tacos ever. I love it. I love it.
Oh wow.
Mm.
That sounds like something kind of awesome. I love street tacos. I was just passing 2 joints today that were advertising good street tacos.
That's my introduction
And it
to
sounded
the flight.
fantastic.
Oh my God, Casey, I love
Oh wow! Well, of course. And then you bought this thing, and you're like,
Mm.
"Oh wow, my life is like shit," you know.
it.
So,
Next.
so true.
Okay. Oh, Christy might have reminded. Don't you mean Pound Town? Okay.
Well, there's that story too. By the way, Casey, this tape belonged to John G. Quinn. So if you know who he is, I need to get this back to him. I mean, I will if he's going to pay me like $25. This thing's worth some money these days. Come on, dude. Seriously. Funny stuff. And it's worth money because it contains less material than the actual album. By the way, the Animals, the preceding album, Animals from Pink Floyd,
I gotta
has
tell the story.
bonus material not available on any other format.
I've told the story, but I'm going to tell the story again because it is a good story with legs.
It's
okay,
good.
hold on.
It's good with a capital G.
I gotta get back. Did we visit Disneyland? We've been to Disneyland many times. Not while we were in Palm Springs, but yeah.
Not Palm. While we were in Palm Springs, we visited the set of Hot in Cleveland.
Hot in Cleveland.
Because one of our good friends at the time was a script supervisor on the show. And we were talking to her, and she's just like, "Come on out, I'll get you on the show." We're like, I'm there.
I remember the story. Thank you, Pepper Tree.
Yep.
I remember the story. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Tell the story.
Fly out of Albany. Oh, jeez. I will not fly United. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I remember the story. And then I'm going to tell the Pound Town story first.
Sure.
And then I will tell the plane story because thank you. You all reminded me of the story. Okay.
Yes.
So.
You reminded me too.
So we ended up flying into Long Beach because whatever, we got into California and that was all I really cared about. Because Palm Springs is it's not that far. I mean.
No.
It's like
maybe
I don't know,
maybe 90 on the
90
car?
minutes to 2 hours.
Maybe that's because it was super dark at the time. There's no lights out there.
At the time, I did not care. I was not spending the night in the Salt Lake City airport, which was all I cared about.
Yeah,
and I was on a free flight, so whatever.
Which we
beggars can't be choosers.
Oh wow! Wait a minute, I got bonus bits. Hello.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Anyway, so we had a GPS because this was back in the days of having a separate GPS from your
unit
phone.
In your car that said Garmin or something like that.
And we were looking for food, and we plugged it into the rental car, and we were searching on In and Out, and it kept telling us to go to Pound Town Drive.
We're like, what?
But this anyway.
The actual name of the street?
It was
probably Long Beach Town
Drive.
Yes,
it was Long Beach
Town Drive. LB Town Drive.
Yeah, it was LB.
Town Drive.
But when you looked at the street sign, it said LB. So it came up Pound.
Yeah, it's Pound Town.
So it was Pound Town Center Drive.
Pound Town sounds like a Nancy Sinatra song. I'm just saying. Written by Lee Hazelwood.
Pound Town.
Pound Town.
Yeah. So
Meanwhile,
now we just call Long Beach Pound Town.
So
the whole story that started this was since we booked this very last minute and cheaply, it was I think on the first leg, weren't we together?
Possibly. But on the second
leg, we were seated separately.
And there was no way to get us together. And I said, oh, well, we're probably about 10 rows apart. And so during this flight, and it was a pretty substantial leg, and I'm noting that they're doing drink service and all that. And
it was a little stressed.
She was slightly stressed about the whole thing, and she was kind of wondering about timing and everything. And then, like, the guy comes by to ask for drinks, and he's like a very attentive steward, right? And I was like, yeah. And I said, I'm very interested in, they at the time were offering the margarita with, I believe it was what was the mix you get at the time? That's what it was. It wasn't like some scratch-made margarita or something, but it was good. It was good. It was fine. And like, I was like, I'm interested in one of those. And can you send another one of those to the gal in seat like 15G? So he said, he looked at me, he's like, okay, yeah, sure. So he gets me one, and then he sends one to her. And I remember.
No, but you told him to.
I told him to. So like he brings this thing up, and I'm just watching, and he like delivers the drink, and then like she turns around, she's like, and it was like this thing. I got this gal in seat 15.
He was so sweet. No, you didn't even say that. Like. You were like, could you send this drink to the gal in 15C?
I didn't say anything at all.
You did, because he came up to me and he was just like, this drink was sent to you by the gentleman, and like,
Seat 35.
yeah, and it was like I looked up and you were like, and it was so cute, and it made
Hello.
me. It really it helped my stress level quite a bit.
I'm good with helping
So
stress levels.
yeah.
We actually relax the tension. This is what we do.
Pound Town's a little
OnlyFans.
Pound Town. Well, so now
We're
we
back
just
to
call
OnlyFans.
Long Beach Pound Town now.
Yeah. Well, Pound Town sounds like Pound Cake Town, where it sounds like the guy who makes his living like
Farting on cake.
flatulating on cakes. And there we are, back to OnlyFans.
I'm like,
Thanks, Phil. You reminded me
it
of
all
that.
comes back to OnlyFans now. I'm
swear
just saying.
For Pete's sake, and where is Pete anyway?
Okay.
He would have something to say
hot
about
dog
this.
water martini. Hold on.
Whoop, there we go.
Dry gin.
The experimentation's already happening.
Okay, great. Quarter ounce beef
bouillon, infused vodka, dash soy or fish sauce.
Oh
wow.
my god.
Chocolates to bruise the gin.
Cloudy.
I personally don't believe in bruising of gin, but I got you. I got you.
Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben.
Ben, this is a level of evil that I have not actually devised myself, so I got to thank you. But let's see, what does that look like anyway? The gin, a little bit of vermouth. You got a totally respectable martini to start with. Bouillon is really reminding me of a bull shot, and then like just a bit of like a savory sauce. That works. And you don't have to boil hot dogs to get the water. That's important.
I'm terrified yet.
Skewered Vienna sausage.
Yet respectful.
I am respectful, and I would not
like,
do.
what?
I would not do Vienna sausages because that just tastes like ass. But I would definitely do the little cocktail hot dogs because we can get really good cocktail hot dogs. So
that is some research right there.
Seriously. Some people would be like, slice up hot dogs, infuse vodka for 3 months. I mean, screw all that. Beef bouillon. You get the right idea.
Who has 3 months?
Who has 3 months? I could have a cocktail now, man. Sheesh.
So many things could happen in 3 months.
Oh, don't even ask.
Saying.
Don't ask. Well, apparently I'm supposed to mix another drink, so maybe I'll just do that.
Is that a good idea?
No, but I might not drink it, and I'm using up the ice, which is a good idea.
I'll drink it.
Well, we could share such things. Anyway, so what the hell did I do? Oh, yeah, it was something in a...
We'll test it when you come to town.
Russia.
Yes. Oh, my God. So...
You have all of that.
This is a good time. I'm going to share our video.
Please to do.
Okay, so...
Not available in any store. It's the Glendora wine glass. This attractive vessel unwind with the soothing sounds of ceviche. This Latin-inspired collection.
That is not what I meant to share. Okay, hold on.
Well, you can play it again anyway. But what the heck? You've already seen... So, hello!
I'm unmuting.
There you go.
So, you might think I'm drunk, but I unmuted. So...
Wrong.
Our YouTube friends, PTV Live, are here, and Let's Celebrate TV, both of which are amazing channels you should be watching. So, PTV Live is Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. I think I've got that right. And Let's Celebrate TV is live on Sundays at 3:30 Eastern, but not this coming weekend because of the holiday. But otherwise, 3:30 on Sundays. And then we will be going live with them on June 1st at 3:30. Super excited about this.
Hello.
Yes, the Manhattan Project. We will be testing a bunch of... Wait, what is he doing to my head?
Don't comment.
Yes, testing a bunch of Manhattan recipes, time traveling with Manhattan recipes. Very, very excited. So, June 1st, 3:30 Eastern Time. And that will be our live video for that week.
We will not go live Wednesday because we will still be recovering from Sunday.
Yes. All right. So,
back to us, Jim.
we're back.
Hello.
Ooh, look, I have a hat.
I think you've actually gained a chapeau. All right, I need the next drink because Phil demanded it. Thanks, Phil. I was about to be done for the evening. But anyway, I'm going to go with it because the audience demanded it. I will respond to
Oh,
requests.
jeez. Amy, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Amy is an extraordinarily perceptive gal.
Yeah.
And she's also right. You never know. You never know. Project 25, whatever the hell that was. Bullshit, Ron. I will take the next drink formula. Oh, yeah. Oh. Mystery Errol. Anyway,
Okay.
so
Power
the other thing
Squadron.
I came up with was something that was simply named this thing Power Squadron. And those who have grown up around yacht clubs know what the hell that we're talking about there. So we're going to start with 2 ounces of bourbon.
Oh my God, it's still so heavy.
Yeah, this is good because it's full of stuff. If it were not very heavy, you'd be like, wow, we drank that down quickly, didn't we? 2 ounces of bourbon. Happen to be using the wild turkey, and I think some people deride this stuff. Those people are idiots. This is an excellent quality product. Why the hell would you like it?
You know,
You could spend $150 on bourbon. Good for you.
not all of us are rich.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
I agree that this handle needs a handle.
Oh
Anyway.
my God, it's crazy.
Half ounce of Campari. Is this actually been opened? Yes, it has been opened. How about that? Now, I have the half ounce measure
I had
here.
no idea we ran out of the old Campari, so.
This is good. I think we had to just a sliver, and I did manage to kill it recently. Half ounce of Campari. That's my bitter that's going in this drink. Campari is really like cocktail bitters, but much less concentrated. It has a bittering agent. It's not the same bittering agent as cocktail bitters. Quinine goes into Campari, and of course it's got extraordinarily red going into it. 1/4 ounce of Benedictine. I thought that'd be interesting. I'm working on a variation on a couple of drinks here. Now, what I needed to do was shake the first 3 ingredients, pour over a bunch of rocks. So I'm going to do that.
Yes.
Gone. Did I say bitters? No, because this already has bitters. Already has bitters. Here we go. So here you have basically something along the order of a Manhattan in terms of strength of drink. But it is not Manhattan now. No vermouth.
Idiots do a lot. Maybe not good, but they do a lot.
Idiocracy, Earl. I mean, you know as well as I. You know as well as I. Amy knows.
Documentary.
Amy knows. Amy knows too well. Ugh. Swear to Pete.
I'm still like.
Who is not
Amy,
here.
I want to hear about you living in Egypt. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, shake with ice, strain into that glass. I'm going to try this so far, because so far it's actually looking really good.
No, Ben, you're not weird. I like Campari.
No.
I like Campari neat. I'm with you.
Years ago, easily 30 years ago, I remember a friend of mine had a bottle. I tried it. I was like, wow, that's evil. It was just so freaking bitter. But I tried it straight. You need to dilute it a little bit. Neat. And these days,
I'm with
30 years on, my tastes have gotten a lot more bitter. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm a lot okay with that. A certain astringency is actually very good for digestion. Astringency. I actually did say specifically to add a twist, and you want to twist that over that.
Look at that.
And then you want to throw in some seltzer. I happen to have cranberry lime. I thought that works okay. But if you have straight seltzer, that's fine.
Cranberry. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm just topping with. I was really working on
smack of judgment.
Something of the no. I was working with something that is along the lines of an Americano kind of thing with different ingredients. But I thought that this would work fine. I'm going to give it a bit of a stir to make sure it's incorporated. And I'm going to try it. And we'll see what I've got here.
As far as idiots, occasionally I play the role. Then duck out before too many people notice.
Check that out.
All right.
I wanted to do something that the Commodore would drink at the yacht club, you know. And I feel like, you know, generally speaking, it would all be like G&T and Scotch on the rocks, like just really simple, like silly drinks. And
I have had way worse drinks.
I think that this is actually a winner. I like this a lot, and I would drink this a few times. And the bitterness is very good after a real heavy meal. I will tell you, there was the last time that we did Tiki Oasis, we had just been eating like In-N-Out and Carl's Jr. for days, and I was like, oh man, I was
Carl's
just
Jr.
I love these places,
Jack
but
in the Box.
Jack in the Box in particular, I was just like, wow, my digestion is just shot. And then we get to Los Angeles after being in San Diego, and I was just like, oh wow. And we went to the Dresden, and we get there.
Oh my God, that
And
was
it's just an
so much fun.
Awesome joint. It's a real
so
joint.
much fun. We got there before Marty
It's a real separate
died.
club. Yeah, we did. We saw Marty and Elaine. So we get there, and I'm just like, man, I need something to just punch this down. And I said, you got to give me some Amaro. Give me something. And I was thinking, what the hell has Campari? And I thought Americano. But really, I should have ordered a Negroni.
Daniel, 100%.
Negroni would have done it.
100%.
Well, you're not that fun of Malort, but hey, who is except this idiot? So I'm not going to say anybody should be. And the fact is, you're just a little bitter. You're just a little bitter. Very bitter. Very bitter. By the way, isn't it like 30 days until Ohana?
Like? Isn't that like?
Isn't it like 30 days until Ohana for all of you acolytes here? We have a number of people.
No, it's more than 30.
Vocal Fry, 38 days maybe, something like that. 35 days? Oh, that's like very insistent. I like it.
Right way.
I like the angle.
Right way, okay.
Right way. No, right way's dead.
I know. Right way is dead.
It's too bad. Anyway.
Oh, here we go. Oh, hold on. 36. I thought it was more than a month.
Boom.
I love it.
So I'm literally off by a week, but only a week. And thank you for correcting me. I knew it was somewhere in there.
I am excited. I'm excited this year for Ohana because
I'm trying to do less so I won't get so like zombied out by Sunday, which is really bad news.
I know.
Oh man. Oh. And the fact is I do that because I just want to do all the things that we do.
I know.
We do the food, we do the drinks, we do some special things for fans. I want to do all of that because people watch us for 2 hours.
Tristan.
She's been there. Oh, that's good. Yep.
It was so much fun. The Dresden made me so happy, and we bought their record, Marty and Elaine.
Because look, they were playing that night, and we're like, "Oh, awesome!" And we get in, and like some people just go there to hear them play "Staying Alive." I'm like, "Play whatever the hell you want. I don't care." And we actually got seated right next to the drum kit.
Yes.
So I'm there with you and with the two friends, and I got the usual hat on, not this hat, but the other hat. And Marty just like takes one over. He's like, he starts talking to this guy, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Where are you coming from? Well, we're coming in from New York. Oh, I'm from New York. Blah, and this whole thing. So we had this connection all evening, and they just play, and they were awesome. They were just a great combo. It was so much fun, and like there was really good food and drinks. And I tell you, my indigestion went away. It was good. It was a pretty good thing, Bubby.
It was so fun.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That was a really great memory.
Special
and then
moments.
Marty died.
Yeah. Well, everybody.
So I'm glad we bought the record.
Well, you're there at the time, and you're seeing the people. Buy the damn record. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my God.
If it's a CD, buy it. If it's a cassette, buy it. If it's a download, buy it. I mean, come on.
Just buy it.
It's the time. Do it. But if it's actually physical product, you've got 12 inches of plastic. Buy 12 inches of plastic. That sounds all wrong. But still, do it. You got to do these things while you're there at the time. It's sort of like if you're in Cancun, you buy the little tchotchke because boom. I'm at Isla Harris.
Because boom.
Buy the pendant.
Boom. Because boom.
You're not going to get back there for a year.
Or 10 years.
If that.
It's been 10 years.
It's been 9.
Next year.
Next year. It's truth.
Damn.
It's truth. I tell you.
I want a beach vacation.
I feel we've earned it. Been working. That's all we've been doing. Working.
Just saying.
Working.
Yes. I know. But 36 days until Ohana.
That's something.
And I'm excited this year because I'm doing...
Slacking off.
Crap.
I'm going to find
I
that.
wanted to say a word that started with SH, but this is a family broadcast. So
So,
anyway,
spoopy? Yes. No.
okay,
You're, you're
we
going to.
could do mini golf this year. We can mini
I
golf.
fair that. I think I'm going to find that oversized Mai Tai and float on it for about 4 days.
We can do mini golf. We can.
I dearly appreciate that there's a Trader Vic's Mai Tai float because I have floated on that and it's kind of awesome. You're going to love it.
Red wine slushies.
That's true. There's a joint down the street, the wine bar, that does the wine slushies.
I'm just saying.
There is the local distiller that has an outlet right there in town.
Yeah, and you can just like walk down there and do some wine slushies. It's the best. Don't ask me how I know, but
no, there's good stuff all around. It's possibly about that time. Well, it's been a couple hours, and we've been with you, and you know that eventually we have to get to bed too. But the fact is, we've had great reminiscence. We've had great stories from you all, people. Installing an 8-track player on the bus? What?
I know. It's like we learned so much about you in these broadcasts.
In all my time, I've never actually installed an 8-track player in anything, and we do not have the correct vehicle to put it into. But one of these days. 1970 Challenger. 1970 white Challenger. I think we could do it.
Purple.
Oh, wow. You want a purple? Well, you can have a purple.
1970 purple.
And in a 70 Challenger, you're going to crash. I'm just saying. It's a terrible thing, but it's life.
I'm not going to crash.
Well, you're not Kowalski either.
I'm not going to crash. I'm just saying.
Don't crash. I recommend against it. Particularly these days.
Good night, everyone.
People, it's
you
been fantastic.
Are the best.
You've seen our ads. You know how to support us. You've been seeing at the bottom of the screen the whole time the Patreon banner. Actually, at the top of the screen. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Some of you are patrons already. Thank you so much. It means the world, and it means that we actually get to keep doing the show. If you're wondering what that means, just go to patreon.com, follow the link, and you can figure out what the hell it takes to support us.
And if you need your horoscope/tarot read for you,
Box Wino Level will do the job. You have seen the ad for the LP made by the Clams. This one's on the cover. Some of you already own it, are enjoying it. Some of you are wearing it out in the car. Oh, that just helps the heart so much. Wear out that CD, please. I wish you would. And if you do not have this and have no clue what we're talking about, check it out. It's available. It is not very much. This is not outrageously priced, unlike some product I can think of from very large corporate sponsors. We have no sponsors here. We only have you. And we also still have the towels, which were name checked earlier. They are available in our store.
Our big store.
You actually saw the ad for I cannot reach for one, the wine glass. The Glora wine glasses we still have in quantity.
Glora.
Let us know about
the
Glendora wine glass. If you're going to see us in 36 days and you want some wine glasses, let us know. We always have them, but we'll make sure that you have. What am I thinking of? Issues available to buy. Anyway.
Oh, box wine number here. Oh my God.
Box wine.
Oh my God.
You know, some people.
My heart is pounding out of my chest right now.
Some people just appreciate the card Bordeaux. It's too true.
Card Bordeaux. Just saying.
Anyway, look, it's been a long Wednesday, but I'm still rocking. I'm so grateful.
We can keep going if you want. I'm just saying.
I don't know. What does the audience say? If the audience demands
they all signed off. I'm just saying.
They're all gone.
They're all gone.
Hey, look, if only Amy is here,
they're all gone.
We will entertain Amy.
Amala, I got to hear about why you lived in Egypt.
We got Amy and Daniel. Maybe we just switch to private session and we just do like after hours, you know, blah, blah, blah up on Twitch or something. It's okay. We're here to actually deliver a little entertaining content the way we did during lockdown when no one could do anything. And we thought, what can we do? What can we actually do to help out this situation? We did a broadcast. A lot of people started watching then, and I'm glad you're still watching. Because, look, it just... Otherwise, I'm talking to the wall. Seriously.
Yep. I'm back.
Yep.
I'm back.
I'm back.
We were signing off because 2 hours, but
Oh, we were.
I
But
don't
people
know.
are still commenting. I don't know. Lisa may be gone. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe this time.
Maybe it
I'm
is.
just
Okay.
saying.
Anyway.
Okay. All right.
Do we have people saying like, no, Amy's still here.
Amy's here.
Elsie's still here.
Her friends. Oh.
Phil's still here.
Thank you.
Errol's still here. Clark,
You all rock. I'm just saying.
do you want some bonus time? I still have some drink.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, here we go. Anyway.
Oh, dear God. All right. You drink your drink.
I'll drink my drink. Drink. So, sink
Drink your
another drink.
Mai Tai opening day. I'm just saying.
Mai Tai opening day is awesome. I love that idea. Opening day is there for the yacht clubs because they've got to do something. And Mai Tai is a great way to go because I think your average yacht club drink is like, oh, the Harvey Wallbanger. What the hell is that? Jeez. G&T.
Nothing you actually want to drink.
No, it isn't. I'll try
Ben's
it.
here.
Ben's here.
Knock on ya. Oh, thank you, Lisa. And
Hello.
Oh, I'm just saying. Okay, all right.
Post
all
your
right,
extras. No, listen. I mean,
Well, okay, so we talk about doing that on Patreon. We've done that a little bit on Patreon. So I like the post-show extra idea on Patreon. I'm just saying.
well, Patreon patrons are starting to get some extras that we have not done until now.
Yes.
Including some audio excerpts that we've been.
Yes. So we shared with our
Drawing
Patreon patrons an album that was kind of hilarious.
On Carlton Records in the same exact series as Here How to Handle Your Boat from Willie McCown. This one was actually about cooking, and it was Dorothy and Gaynor
Maddox,
I believe, who noted
Gaynor Maddox, noted food
critic,
columnist.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Anyway,
Back in the day.
They have a sort of Mr. and Mrs. North patter going on. It's totally
it's totally sexist.
It's totally canned and
Totally
sexist. But she gives him as much as, so that's fair.
She does give it back to him. I will give her that. But then we have another one for our patrons that we will be posting in the next day or so. The whole album. A full Hawaiian luau. So just saying.
It's actually a lot of fun. I'm finishing up editing on that one, and it's going to be good.
Yes.
It's going to be really good. So if you like such things, and it is a live show.
When Lou Grant asked Mary Richards job interview, she's wanted a drink, and she has a Brandy Alexander. Yes.
And what is in a Brandy Alexander anyway?
Like brandy and cream.
It's a ridiculous drink. So it's an absurd thing for her to ask for. And he just looks at her as if like, and he says, well, I have scotch. That's what he has in his desk, a bottle of scotch. And I remember at one point we were working at a company where somebody had left behind a bottle of vodka. And I said, what? Yoink. And I kept that at my desk for a long time, thinking about Lou Grant.
Amy's mom went to a party at a yacht club and discovered the
Wow.
story.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Well, you need ginger beer for that. And back in the day, that was a little hard to get. So that's a little unusual. Although,
Julie loved the album. Thank you, Julie. There's going to be another one soon. So,
yes.
I said a couple of days. It's going to be probably more like a few days. But yeah, it's coming soon.
We'll get to it. I will have a little time tomorrow. I guarantee it. Well, I probably guarantee it. But I'll get to it because it's easy enough to get these going. I just have to have a little time. I don't have time on the train anymore, which is just a factor of life.
Yes, I love it, Oscar. 100%.
Oh, Patreon exclusive? We can come up with that kind of content. I think we can.
Brandy Alexander.
Man, maybe we need to do that next week.
I love it, Oscar. Yes.
Seldom.
Karaoke sing. Oh, Oscar, I think you've given us a great idea.
Frank Sinatra sings the Beatles. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. You know, that kind of stuff. have done that live, by the way.
Glendora and Sid could also sing.
Oh,
I'm
Sid.
just saying.
Are you saying that Sid sings?
Sid sings.
One is just saying such things could happen, which would be hilarious.
Sings could happen.
Sid Krankenhammer sings. Yeah, I've been on a stage every once in a while myself.
Just saying.
I like to have a rocks class over here, and I'm so like in the hat. Well, anyway.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's time.
Okay. So
we've been here for over 2 hours.
You get overage, people. This is good. We like to deliver a little overage.
You got overage.
The late night crowd. I always appreciate the after hours myself. And that's just because
I feel like we need to do an overtime crowd on Patreon where we can just fall asleep and like whatever.
Sounds ridiculous.
You all can keep talking amongst yourselves
blah, blah.
While I'm falling asleep.
Sounds like the 24-hour broadcast where at one point I really did have to take
my God.
I did have to take 45 minutes. But
I
then
did
it
too.
revived.
I did too. Yeah, no, that was nuts.
I totally revived. No, so true.
See Glendora interviewing Kelly.
Oh,
that could happen.
Actually,
that could happen.
They have sung together. Okay, wait a minute. Isaac at the bar.
Oh my God, what the hell? What the actual
and Doc
F is happening on? Okay, so Love Boat is on right now, and Isaac and Doc are both dressed up in Egyptian
air quotes garb. It's very Hollywood.
I was about to say, what the actual fudge is happening right now?
Oh, fudge. Actually, we have
the actual fudge is happening right now.
Glendora has not interviewed Kelly, although she has sung with her on multiple occasions. And they have appeared in the same room, so it's interesting. Yeah.
I like this
It could
challenge. I'm in for it.
Let's make that happen.
All right.
Sid needs to do something like how to clean your crankcase. Yeah.
How to clean your crankcase.
Here's how to work on old radios without electrocuting yourself. Yeah, well, it's a good idea. You don't want to electrocute yourself. I guarantee you that.
I would like to not electrocute myself.
No. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so that's enough. Folks, you know how to support us. I've said all the ads, blah, blah, blah. I think we had a mention of the towels. We still have the towels, and we still have the Christmas record. We'll be promoting that in no time at all, for Pete's sake. This has been a great...
Yeah, it's going to be like a minute until Christmas.
60 seconds. Seriously, people. But it's been a great broadcast. I've really enjoyed all the time that we've been able to share with you. It's so nice to share this time together. And we've covered a lot of topics. We talked about all this yachting stuff. I love being in this garb. When can I wear my ascot anyway? Hello.
Just
Costuming is a very important part of this show because we like to put on the dog for you. And the background is awesome. She can put all these records up. Look at Oscar Brand back there. I love that. He's going down with this ship. Classic folk artist. We do that, you know. I don't know who else does, but look, that's what it's all about. And if you're watching on the rebroadcast, thank you so much. Remember, you cannot comment on existing comments, but you can add comments, and you can always send us a personal. We'll respond because you'll see them, and we'll get to it. And
I hope so.
We appreciate that. Look, I put up videos on YouTube myself, and people respond like 5 years later.
To Velveteen Lounge NY@gmail.com. I will probably reply faster.
Yes. But anyway.
If you send it on Facebook, I'll probably never see it.
If you're watching and you're a patron, you're going to get these recipes in minutes. And if you're not a patron, consider it. It's right there at the top of the screen. If you would like a copy of The Wall on 8-track tape, good luck. It took me a long time to find that, pal. But I could always record that for you if you want to hear the fine quality of 8-track cartridge reproduction in your home. So just let me know. These things can happen.
Situation tricky, but abracadabra.
Oh,
Amy.
Upper crusty.
Oh my God.
You know.
All right.
Amy knows. Amy
Amy
knows.
knows.
And if Amy were here, I think the party would keep going because we're just that nuts. And she has more energy than I do. Anyway, look, the fact is, it's good. Thanks so much, folks. Been fantastic. We'll see you in a week with another, I don't know, fine selection of
Fine selection.
air quotes kind of thing. But we'll come up with something good, as always. Remember, we really appreciate that you watch us for a couple hours. Plus,
We definitely do.
on a Wednesday. I'm talking to the wall otherwise. It could be a really dull show. And all of our patrons, please, all people who bought the product, it keeps us going. If you want to add a like right now, that literally
Not too late.
helps the show.
Not
$0.
too late.
$0. Big nothing. Likes are always good. I don't know why, but they are. Take it from Phil. Likes are always good. And in something like a week, 2 weeks, week and a half, we'll be
week and a half.
with
Ish.
LCTV delivering way too many Manhattan variations. But we'll have a serial audience, so we will not have to consume all of these, which will be good, particularly considering the guy who did that solo, which was not good.
Ended up in the hospital.
We're just here for good drinks and stuff. I need a studio audience so I can just pass these things off and be like, good. Anyway, way over time. As always, for Pete's sake, end the show, will you? Listen,
Waiting.
this is very important. I need you to do this for me. I need you to go into the kitchen and make a root beer float. Once you've got that, you're good. And when you're done, enjoy it. And remember, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, we will see you soon.
Night.